Fudge popsicles.
Sorry, I have to find
Okay,
substitutes, man.
okay. Anyway, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Sports PSP. Welcome to the Sports PSP podcast. Hope everyone's, like I said, enjoying a fantastic day, coming off a long day at work. Hope everyone's enjoying the rest of the weekend. We got a great panel here on the show. First, what's up, Aiden? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you, PSP?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Just came off a long day at work, but happy to be doing what I love doing, podcasts. Of course, we got Harrison in the building. How you doing, man? Big game
Oh,
tomorrow.
big game tomorrow. I'm a little bit nervous right now, but hopefully we can try to win this in Carolina. And also, I did a 3-hour essay I did on yesterday, and that no, not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and it was a pain in you know what. But thank God I finished it.
Would you write about?
JJ Redick.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
but yeah, but anyway, today.
Oh, what is beef with Maryland fans?
I mean that too, and also his stats and then his career in Duke, and also in the NBA.
All right.
And but today's a good day. I finished through the weekend strong. All right, go ahead.
That's all important. Anyway, we got Broad Sports in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Feels good to be back on here. Just a long week of classes. Got to do a case study next Thursday. That's not gonna be the easiest thing to do for anthropology, but you live and you learn.
All right. That's what's up. You gotta do what you gotta do. Luis Knows Tunes in the building. How you doing, man?
Hey, doing great, doing fantabulous. Like I always say, it's a great day, smooth day. I'm watching the Heat game right now. We're going back and forth, but yeah, no, doing lit. Can't wait to get to these start benches and cuts. It's gonna get nasty, and we're gonna get loud. Because Broad is gonna disrespect my boy, and I don't appreciate that. But other than that, it's great.
We got Leaf in the building. How you doing, man?
Yeah, okay.
What's going on, P? But listen, whatever that shit was that happened on Brandon channel, please, bro, that was just
leave. Come
we
on,
got
man.
a child here, dog.
Yo, come on, man.
Come on, you dunce.
Yeah, you
dunce.
donut.
I'm not a dunce. Hold up. Wait.
Leave.
have a child.
Come on. Leave. Come on. I ain't got all day. Come on, man. I just came off a long day at work.
Watch your mouth, sir.
My bad, man. Sorry about that, Aiden.
All right. And of course, last but not least, saving the best for last. Appreciate him for having me on his pod yesterday. Undisputed World Champ. Please go make sure you like and subscribe to his podcast, as well as all the other things that he does on TikTok, Instagram, and so much more, man. How you doing, man?
Great, man. Much like the young guys on this panel, I had to write a term paper myself today. So it is
What's with essays and stuff, man?
Huh?
What's with all these essays y'all doing?
Yeah, my major is in cybersecurity right about now. So I had to write an essay on how essential security is. So yeah, I got to do that if I want to pass. So
congratulations, champ, on the degree too, brother. Big kudos up. I ain't got one degree, man. So definitely congratulations.
It's never too late, Leaf. Never too late.
I appreciate that, man.
My attention span is way too short, bro. I fall asleep too fast, so it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, just had to do that. Thank every last one of y'all for joining yesterday. I really appreciated that. Hey, PSP, good to be back, brother. Good Friday night as usual.
Man, I wish you didn't do your show on Thursdays when I'm working, so I could be on there.
It's definitely good to be back. PP, you all right, man? You look like you drowsy.
Me?
Yeah.
I work all day. I do construction work. Also, I have to work tomorrow again. So I have to work multiple jobs just to make some money, just to continue doing the stuff that I do. But hey, whether I'm tired or whatever the case may be, I got to continue grinding. I mean, to get to where you want to go, you got to keep grinding. So that's all you got to do.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. If anybody know, I definitely do.
Yeah, I
Especially
mean,
now.
last summer I was working 3 jobs.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. Aiden, unfortunately, I know this was a tough one for you,
Oh
considering you are a
no!
diehard Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm gonna let you go first. What happened?
This game was horrible for the Ravens. I swear this game had me in a deep depression that it felt so different whenever we lost because of course I was scared that we were going to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs, but still I thought we were going to see the regular season Chiefs. No, you see the playoff Chiefs. But moving on to what happened in the game, offense, it didn't even do much. All line wasn't really blocking. Lamar was not throwing that well. He couldn't really even do much on offense. On the defensive side of things, where was that powerful defense that we've had all of the playoffs throughout all of the season? And where was it? Nowhere. It just blows my mind that we lost this game against the team that hadn't been doing good in the regular season, but decided to go into playoff mode.
Sorry to hear, man. One last thing before I give the floor to someone else, Aiden. How disappointed were you in the penalties? Because there were a lot of big penalties that the Ravens give up. Zay Flowers for the taunting one. There was a big mistake on Lamar in the red zone, throwing an interception into triple coverage. How difficult is it going to be for you this offseason?
Zay Flowers doing that taunting penalty, by the way, is what cost us the game. I think is what cost us the game, and so was the interception by Lamar. That was another one that costed the game mostly. First of all, why would you do the taunting penalty anyway? There's other disgusting penalties that the Ravens did already, but I do want to point out the refs did not make some calls that they were supposed to on the Chiefs side of things. They didn't make some calls. Like some pass interferences were missed. And I saw your video, PSP, on the Chiefs Ravens game of how you pointed out how those penalties were just brutal.
Oh yeah, with me and Champ the other night. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw that, and it was just dumb of how we kept causing penalty after penalty after penalty. It was just nonstop for us because we didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry you unfortunately had to witness that game, man. Hopefully it gets better for you in 2024. Leaf, what were your thoughts on the game?
Actually, I really didn't even watch the game. Be honest with you, I didn't watch neither one of the games. But I did call the games. Something along the way, man. I in that game just didn't seem uneasy with me because I started to watch it in the beginning. Something said, you know what, let me turn this thing off because I don't see the Ravens winning this game, and I was right. And somehow, some way, they just couldn't get it done. They just couldn't get it done. I thought I don't know exactly what happened and after the first quarter, realistically, but somehow they just didn't get it done. Somehow I knew. Somehow I just knew, man. I just knew. I don't know, man. But yeah, somehow I just knew, man. Lamar, as far as Lamar and Josh Allen goes, man, man, damn. I'm speechless, man. I don't know.
I was gonna say that you sound very speechless right now.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, because like the Ravens. I thought that they had everything to basically, you know, dominate the rest of the way and get over the hump and basically like this was, I think this is the year that a lot of us was rooting for Lamar to win the bowl game, to win the Super Bowl, man, and come out of the AFC and win the Super Bowl and everything, because had he got out of this game, I was 100,000% sure that they was beating the hell out of the 49ers or whoever came out of that game. Like it wasn't even gonna be close. The Super Bowl was gonna be a landslide. They was gonna be talking about Usher more than they talked about the game. You know, so but I don't know what to say, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like look, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna get into no other speech about it, but I just don't know what to say, man.
All right, Broad.
I mean, I said this last week on Brandon's show and back on Monday night on Brandon's show. Everyone thought that the Ravens were the better team, and the quote unquote better team does not always win in the playoffs. When it comes down to it, the more disciplined team will win the game, and the Chiefs were more disciplined. I mean, they had 3 takeaways. The Ravens had 0. Ravens didn't force any turnovers. The dumb penalties by the Ravens. I mean, you had 2 big penalties to knock them into field goal range heading into the halftime. The Zay Flowers taunting. I mean, I'm not going to be too hard on him because that's just a rookie mistake. So showing that he still needs to work on his maturity. But, I mean, people are going to talk about the refs saying, oh, they handed Kansas City the game. No, they didn't. Because if we want to look back at it, that Rashee Rice touchdown that was taken back, that wasn't holding. Yes, the PI on Isaiah Likely on that 3rd down pass was bad, but the ball was also severely overthrown. And I've seen also people complain when Lamar threw the interception that there was PI there. Problem was the contact had already been made when the ball was in, I forget which defender picked it off, when it was already in his hands and the ball was behind him. So you can't really call pass interference there.
All right, Harrison.
Wait, can you guys hear my TV in the background?
No, you're
Nope.
good.
Oh, I'm good. Luis, like you always say, bro, you never doubt Mahomes. And I doubted Mahomes in this game. And that was horrible. God, that was just Lamar did not have the game that we thought he was going to have. I'm sorry, you're the number 1 seed at your home turf. I thought it was going to be a close game. And it was. But not the high scoring game that I thought it was going to be. Lamar didn't play great. Lamar played like nothing but mid. Lamar played mid. Mahomes played great with no wide receivers. And by the way, Kadarius Toney, I'm sorry, but like you are selfish sometimes, bro. I'm sorry, but like what you did that thing on Instagram was pretty selfish from you, and we can all agree on that. You're nothing but a wide receiver bust since you came out of that draft.
Selfish? No, it was immature.
Oh, selfish. I was trying.
It was more than
I was trying
immature,
not
Broad.
to.
It was
I was,
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was trying not to cuss, but like, but at the end of the day, just never, like Luis says, you never doubt Mahomes, and I doubted Mahomes and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Luis.
I bet I was put on sweats because it got cold. But it's like I said in your podcast a couple weeks ago, PSP. I said my heart, my heart says Lamar, but if I was a betting man and I got to use my brain for once, you can't doubt 1-5 over there in Kansas City, and you can't doubt Big Red. Big Red proves time and time again why he's far and away the best coach in the league. Just don't, he's just. It's like when we look at the coaching tree, Mahomes and Andy Reid, and then there's a gap to everybody else fighting for that 2 spot. It's just like they're the best head coach and quarterback duo. And honestly, as much as Lamar has gotten a lot of blame, and Zay Flowers and everybody else over there in Baltimore, we also got to sing the praises for Kansas City. Andy Reid and that defensive coordinator. I apologize, don't know his name.
Spagnuolo.
Steve Spagnuolo. They called a hell of a game. They coached a hell of a game. They played to their strengths. They took what the defense gave them. Honestly, PSP, you and I, we talked on multiple podcasts before we hopped on here, man. We said the final score, don't do the game justice. Like it didn't feel 17-10. It felt 55-10. You said at one point it should have been 28-10.
28-7 because
28-7.
Because Andy Reid decided to go for it on 4th and 1 with Pacheco. He failed. I thought that could have cost you 7 points. And Rashee Rice, as Broad mentioned, in which they were called back for the penalty. if you're Baltimore, it should have been far worse for you. But go ahead, Luis.
Yeah, no, I mean that's everything I have to say. I mean, as much as we're holding Baltimore accountable because John Harbaugh didn't, do a good job at keeping his players emotionally in check. Also, got to give praise to Kansas City side. Those guys, I mean, they shown why they won the Super Bowl last year. They've shown how disciplined they are, and they just take what the defense gives them, as any amazing Super Bowl team should. So Andy Reid outcoached John Harbaugh the entire time. They coached a very good game. Patrick Mahomes played a very good game. Pacheco ran a very good game. So as much as we hold Baltimore accountable, also praise Kansas City because they were lights out and they played great.
Big Champ, talk to me, man.
Hey, you got to give credit where credit is due, number one, because, hey, Kansas City Chiefs ain't no joke. They ain't no joke. And to be honest with you, the main factor of Baltimore losing the game was them not running the ball. You have to do what you do best. And that is the reason why they lost. Defense came through. They held them to 17 points. But, my bad, the camera's off. But
you good, man.
You have to do what you do best. And for you to try to out Patrick Mahomes and put Lamar in a situation like that, granted, he's the quarterback. It's his job to pass the ball, but that's not who you are as an offensive identity. You're a running team, not a passing team. So that's what happened. That was most detrimental to the Baltimore Ravens and why they was handed an L on that fateful Sunday night. So that is the reason why, and to say anything otherwise would kind of be irresponsible. You can't really blame it all on Lamar, because when you're trying to outduel arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time with your arm, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out, especially if you're not that type of quarterback. You're a dual threat quarterback, and the running game is what you do best. Your passing game is predicated off the run, so you must do what you do best. As far as Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, hey, one more, you're a dynasty.
I believe they would be the first team since New England to go back-to-back, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yep,
they won it in 03 and they won it in 04.
That's
ain't
shiz.
Now I got Trey in the building. Trey, remember this.
No cursing. I know.
But give me your assessment of the game.
Well, our offense, it didn't go so well for the offensive side, but I hear people out here saying that, oh, your defense, you're undisciplined. Listen, of course you're going to be undisciplined when the opposing team is pushing you down to the ground after the whistle, being all rough, standing over you, being all like they trying to bully you, and you basically had okay, that's it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of every time. Every time they blow the whistle, they pushing me to the ground, and the refs are not calling it. Okay, I'm gonna take the matters into my own hands.
Anything else you want to say, Trey, or you got more?
Yeah. The 49ers, good luck, because you're going to need it, because you ain't beating the Kansas City Chiefs. If we ain't beating the Kansas City Chiefs, you ain't beating them.
We'll get into the 49ers in just a quick second.
Trey, I'm really disappointed in you, bro. I was on my knees.
Disappointed in me. I didn't think we was going to win that game. No way.
In fairness,
I didn't have no faith in that.
Trey was
on my knees for that.
I didn't have no faith. I was like, bro, I do not expect us to win this game. No.
My take from the game was Kansas City's defense. Oh my God, this is the best defense that they've ever had with the Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era. Baltimore's defense. No, I mean, this is the best defense that had Luis. They're second in the NFL in team defense. I mean, Snead has been really great this season. Baltimore's defense, you can't ask anything more from them. 0 points. They held that Kansas City offense. 0 points in the second half. Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson, to Champ's point, why are you asking him to throw the football too much? You know you're great as far as running the football. You had the number one rushing offense leading into that game throughout the regular season. Why not you try to do that? Kansas City, they were 18th in the NFL in rushing defense. This is what you do best, and it's unfortunate for Baltimore. Broad, is this the first time they've hosted an AFC championship game?
Yep.
And you had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, T. Sizzle, Terrell Suggs in the building there to see Baltimore win. And unfortunately, it was just a disappointment. John Harbaugh deserves culpability because the amount of penalties. I felt like at some point in that game, you should have stepped in and say, "Hey, fellas, look, these penalties is going to cost us. It's going to hurt us." And unfortunately, it did. But Patrick Mahomes is just great, man. There's him, and there's everybody else. It's just his world. We just living in it, man. I mean, no matter the circumstances, he's that guy you can't bet against. He's just too gifted. Andy Reid, we keep talking about Patrick Mahomes' GOAT status. Andy Reid ain't going nowhere. Andy Reid wants to win a couple of more Super Bowls, champ. I think if Andy could win 3 or 4 more, some point in time, we're going to have a conversation. Is he the greatest head coach? I still believe it's Belichick to this day, regardless of what you want to say about him in terms of the controversies. But Andy Reid ain't going anywhere, man. And with that kid that young man at 28 years old, and Luis, they're gonna get a wide receiver or two.
I'm not gonna lie to you, PSP, bro. Like, just to say, speaking on Andy Reid, bro, Broad, isn't it amazing, bro, how you go from lovable loser, bro, to the position that you in now with after.
That
that kind of crazy.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
you know what it is? You know what it is as competitors, no matter what we're doing. When you're at that level and you haven't won the big one yet, and you finally get the taste of it, you finally win it for somehow, some way that elevates you even more, because now you know what it takes to get there and what it takes to win it. So now you're already one step ahead of everybody else mentally. You're already one step ahead of everybody else because you know what it takes to get there. You already know what it takes to win. If we look at it from wrestling, John Cena was at this level. He beat JBL at WrestleMania, won his first WWE championship, elevated immediately. You look at LeBron James. LeBron James was looked at as the best player in the league to not win a championship. He finally won his first one in Miami, completely elevated his game right after that. So you look at Andy Reid, lovable loser, finally wins that championship. Oh, he's hungry for more. He wants more. He knows he wants more. I love that. I love when players and coaches they're not taking the foot off their gas. Andy Reid wants more.
We really talking about Andy Reid wanting more. This is wild to me.
It's not wild at all.
He wants more. He wants more. As a competitor, you should want more.
It's not wild. It's not crazy, Leaf. He has the quarterback. Of all the quarterbacks that he's had to work with in his career, he had good ones. Donovan McNabb, 5 NFC championship games, a Super Bowl appearance. He worked with Michael Vick for a little bit. He had Alex Smith. This is the guy. And remember, and I said this, champ, Chiefs, they had the 10th overall pick. They could have drafted Deshaun Watson, but instead they chose not to and decided to go with Patrick Mahomes because he has the intangibles. This kid has the arm. This kid has the type of talent-wise. Remember, Andy Reid in his young days, champ, in Green Bay when he was the OC under Mike Holmgren, which quarterback did he have to work with during that time?
He had Brett Favre, Mark Brunell, Kurt Warner at a certain point, but he was just a cap arm. You had Jim McMahon, Aaron Brooks, just to name a few, Ty Depner. It was a cornucopia of those guys. And Matt Hasselbeck. Matt Hasselbeck, who later on went on to take Seattle to a Super Bowl as well.
And I think, Lee, when you finally win one, when you finally get that big monkey off your back after all these years of you being labeled a choke artist, a coach that can't win the big one, once you start winning, your mindset, your mentality has changed because you've been there, you've done that. Now you're even hungry for more. So I think with Kansas City, if they could win another one, man, and I don't think they're going anywhere. If they can keep the defense intact, add a couple more pieces for the wide receivers. They need another tight end because Kelsey's getting up there in age. But I still believe Kansas City is still the team as long as that quarterback is still there. So let's move on to the NFC because speaking of another head coach that needs to win one, it's Kyle Shanahan.
Broad's favorite quarterback.
Now the San Francisco 49ers came back last week after a 17-point deficit. I am flabbergasted because Detroit, they had this one. They were running the ball well. Jared Goff played good enough. You can't ask more from the defense. And then in the second half, the exact opposite. Broad, I'm going to let you go first. What happened in that NFC Championship game?
Oh, man, that game made me mad. Like,
Same.
It kind of reminded me, and I know people are going to say Jekyll and Hyde, but like the Niners just kind of reminded me of Dexter. Where
Dexter's Laboratory?
No,
the TV show.
The TV show Dexter.
Edie shall be mine. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
Like it just
Proceed, Broad.
It reminded me of Dexter, kind of how he's an investigator by day, where like the first half they were kind of feeling the Lions out, seeing what their strengths were, and then we know what he is at night, and that was the 49ers in the second half. They took their opportunity and pounced. But, I mean, the Lions, they had opportunities to win. There were some crucial drops, two, especially by Josh Reynolds. Going for it on fourth down twice. I mean, the one I disagreed with most, because the first one in the first half, it's whatever. You still have the lead. But, I mean, you're down by 3 points, and you're not going to kick the field goal to tie the game? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But, I mean, people got upset when I said that CMC carried the Niners. I mean, CMC had a great game. I mean, 20 yards, 20 carries, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had the same amount of carries that Brock Purdy had completions. That Ayuk play was one of the luckiest plays of all time because I think if it was any other secondary minus the Lions, that play's not happening. It's getting picked.
Right.
Oh, yes. Most definitely.
But, I mean, Jared Goff, he had a pretty good game. But the main thing that helped the 49ers win that game is they took away the run game in the second half.
Yes, they did. Sure did.
Main thing that helped them win.
And it's unfortunate for Detroit. First time they've been to the NFC Championship game since 1991. If you won that game, this would have been your first time since you've been to a Super Bowl champ. Correct me if I'm wrong, since the 1950s, something like that.
Well, that was
back then it was the NFL championship, PSP.
Right. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl era came in 1967, but it's just unfortunate for Detroit. Tough one for the fans. Josh Reynolds did drop some crucial passes, as Broad mentioned. So, Broad, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna still let you go before I head it on to Trey. Do you think Dan Campbell cost this one?
Sorry about that. Is it solely on Dan Campbell? No.
Okay.
Because, I mean, first half, he damn near coached a perfect half in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
He was aggressive as all can be. He forced the interception, went up early on the 49ers. Second half, I mean, there was just some things that didn't go his way, but to say it's solely on him, no. And I wouldn't even say it's solely on the defense either, because you could tell that they were playing a lot more lax. And then the Niners got close, and they're like, okay, now we have to lock in. And being on a football team, because I can relate to this sometimes, when you're lax at having a big lead, and then the team you're beating really bad somehow comes back into the game, and you're like, oh crap, now I really got to lock it in. It's hard to get back to the lock-in phase when you're just playing lax. And that's what ultimately bit the Lions right in the butt.
All right. Trey, what's your thoughts on the NFC Championship game between the Lions and 49ers?
Well, for the 49ers, it's like, bro, it's like, what in, I don't know what everybody was expecting. I expected them to win. On the Lions side, as far as they go, hey, Dan Campbell, live by the fourth down, you die by the fourth down.
All right. Leaf, I know you said you didn't watch the games, but I do know for a fact you had to be going through something in your mind. What you thought about the game?
What I thought about the game was like I thought I had it looked like something I was about to see before, bro, and I had turned it off right after they went. I think they was up like 21-7. I was like, yeah, the Lions ain't gonna win this game. Something. It was just something, man. Like my mind works way different than everybody else's. So the thing is, it's what I found amazing is that what's his name from ESPN, Rex Ryan.
Yeah,
he went off on both teams, and basically said they gave the game away. He basically said the Lions gave the game away, and the Ravens gave the game away, but the Lions in particular because everybody thought Dan Campbell was going to be Dan Campbell. It basically everything that kind of just came down to the players and a lot of mistakes on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like so like I mean,
no, that's a really good point, Leaf.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
you could tell the Lions were just like, we got nothing to lose.
Yeah, so everybody expected Dan Campbell to be Dan Campbell in this game. So I mean, everything else came down to mistakes on the field, little mishaps there. I kind of find it crazy that since our game, it's been a whole bunch of mistakes on the field, bad play calling, and all this stuff. But it's stuff that I've definitely seen before in the past. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's another speechless one for me, man. I don't know.
All right, Aiden, what's your thoughts on the Lions 49ers game?
I didn't start watching until like the end of the third quarter, and then like for the rest of the fourth quarter, I actually commentated that part of it. I think and going to Broad's point earlier of how he pointed that most of it wasn't Dan Campbell. Most of it wasn't, but some of it was. He has done aggressive play calling many times before, and the only times he's done aggressive play calling is mostly against the Dallas Cowboys. And guess what he did? He used it a little bit too much in the second half. Second half, thinking they have a great lead, not knowing that the 49ers would come back. As you can see, red and gold hand. But
that's a good. That's a great glove, though.
It's like they took their glove and just slapped him across the face.
I did say this. I'm going to say this, part of my language, but I did say in the chat last week, F San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't turn out well. But San Fran, they came back. Brock Purdy showed that he was a good quarterback, as he always does. CMC showed how good he was, and I didn't really see wide receiver stats that much. But 49ers had a good game. Lions blew it and threw it away.
But to Aiden's point, I think y'all know where I'm going.
No, okay.
Oh God, help me, Jesus.
Oh yeah. To Aiden's point, definitely. I co-sign what you said. And I say it with you. F San Francisco. They're not winning. I'm co-signing.
Well, Harrison, as much as you don't like it, unfortunately, it's the lesser of two evils.
What?
I gotta back my guy, Big Red. You already know me.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Please do not show that jersey ever again.
I forgot. He used to be your coach. I forgot. My bad. I'm sorry.
14 years.
Yeah, so even when
For
we lost
14
the
years
Super
as a
Bowl, I
lovable
wasn't-
loser. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because even
Can
when
I
we
ask a
lost the
question
Super Bowl
about
last
that,
year, I
guys?
wasn't sorry, Champ.
Go ahead, champ. Go ahead, champ.
You know, I hate to regress, but going back to the lovable loser part, you got to ask yourself this question or what have you. Out of all 5, I think it was 5 NFC championships, right, Broad?
Something like that. Yeah, 5-5.
01, 01, 02, 03, 04, 08.
Okay. Out of those 3, out of
4 years in a row.
Yeah.
Well, he should go 4 years in a row. Oh my God.
Jesus.
On
So-
guys.
So you
Let
have to
champ
ask
finish.
you have to ask yourself, was it really them being lovable losers those first 2 NFC championships? Because you have to ask yourself, they played 2 of the greatest teams of all time back to back. They played the Tampa Bay Bucks and that 2002 Tampa team that was just virtually unstoppable.
Well,
on their
that
defensive side.
game was
Man,
heartbreaking.
look at Aiden, man. Like, hold on. That's
that game. Champ, don't remind me of that game because
PSP get a shot of that, man.
because that NFC Championship game against the Bucks, you know exactly what that was, right?
What?
Well, I mean,
What was that?
What?
It
Yeah,
was-
what was
It
that?
was
It
a
was
list
the last-
of the Super Bowl winners, man.
nice. Oh man,
Oh,
That's actually really good.
That's all right.
that's
Yeah,
real
no, that's
good right
good.
there.
I like that.
Can somebody
all
tell
the
me
way-
what team is the only undefeated team on the? I can't think though. I don't know who.
Okay, we get it. The Dolphins is the only undefeated team. We
Wait,
understand
hold up,
that.
Louis. Oh, wait,
Well,
Louis, hold up.
Luis ain't gonna like
Louis,
this.
you don't,
Here
Louis,
you go.
Luis, you don't get to co-sign
There
that.
you go.
You don't get to co-sign that. Don't do that. You don't
We
get
gotta
to
stay on
co-sign that.
subject. We gotta stay on subject.
Don't do that.
Nah.
Nah. That's the one thing, bro, that irritates me, bro. When we start co-signing,
I
things.
breathe and it just ruins everybody's day.
But
Broad, continue.
But
Go ahead.
come on,
Go
bro.
ahead,
You
Broad.
know you was
Go ahead,
you
Broad.
know you was wrong
Yeah.
for bringing that up. Come on, you can't co-sign that.
go, bro, go.
That's what I was
Continue,
saying
Broad.
about Champ.
Bron.
Don't bring up that 02 NFC Championship because you know what that was, right?
yeah, that was Donovan McNabb. But in that championship game, he threw that last minute interception. That was
That's not the point I was making. The point
You
was
talking? Oh yeah, it shut down the vet.
Oh, the last game
Yeah.
at Veterans
Yeah.
Stadium.
I'll give him the vet.
But the thing was, you have to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself 2 back-to-back years. You faced the St. Louis Rams, greatest show on turf, and then
Almost
the-
beat them.
and then the very next year you
It was
faced
in the
arguably one
NFC
of the greatest
Championship game
defenses.
that year.
Huh?
They was in the NFC Championship that game.
Yeah.
When they
Yes,
faced
Leaf.
them?
Yes,
Yeah.
they lost at St. Louis, and then St. Louis went on to face the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's the
So you
that's
have to
when
ask yourself.
the
at
Patriots.
least-
That's when the Patriots won their first one. Right.
Yeah. So for those 2 back-to-back NFC championships, I mean, for those three consecutive years, you faced the greatest show on turf. You faced the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship. Then you go on to face arguably one of the greatest dynasties of all time. You have to ask yourself, are you just being a lovable loser or you just running into the wrong teams at the wrong time?
Wait. 3 straight. They didn't play a dynasty in the third NFC Championship.
No, I'm talking about when you went to the Super Bowl.
You went to the
The
Super
very
Bowl.
next year.
That was the 4th year.
Yeah.
That was the
Well, my bad, the
2004.
fourth
That was
year.
2004. Yeah.
03, they lost to Carolina because
Yeah,
Donnie
but
Mack
outside
had a
of
terrible game.
outside of Carolina and Arizona, because I believe they were better than those 2 guys, you have to ask yourself
Damn.
with the
I got a question for Harrison when you finish.
with the St. Louis Rams, with the Tampa Bay Bucks, and with the New England Patriots. You have to ask yourself that question. Are you just a lovable loser? Or did you just run into the wrong team at the wrong time? These were arguably 3 of the greatest teams of all time.
Well, I'm gonna patch
The
up the
greatest
level.
show on
I
turf.
think the lovable loser title only went to Andy Reid, bro. Like that's
That's what I'm saying. But you have to
yeah.
ask yourself, those
That
were
was just a
three.
nickname that they gave him, bro. Like it wasn't nothing to it.
Yeah,
That's all it
but
was.
still, those are three of the greatest teams of all time. Greatest show on turf, the Tampa 2 defense at their peak, and the New
Right.
England Patriots. Those are the three biggest games that he arguably lost that people always say he's a lovable loser. But those were three of the greatest teams of all time.
I think champ to your case,
Yeah.
man, I think if you would I think if we would call them any other type of loser, like you've heard choke artists, you've heard they fumbled the bag and all of this stuff. I think lovable loser is pretty accurate for facing those teams, man. Don't you think, man? I mean, like
Yeah, no, Andy Reid ain't a choke artist.
lovable loser.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Lovable loser, but yeah, those guys.
That's pretty accurate for losing to them teams, bro. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we lovable loser.
Yeah, but like I said, those were three of the greatest teams, arguably of all time. For you to run into those guys at the wrong time, hey,
Lovable.
Now the only two that I really kind of like hold against those Philadelphia
Carolina.
teams back then was that Carolina game. Because how do you let Deshaun Foster just run through your defense on the goal line like that?
Oh
that
yeah,
was
Deshaun Foster was running through there like a glitch.
I don't hold
computer,
Arizona
bro.
against them that bad because Larry Fitz had a really good game that game.
Yeah, that game, y'all was behind. That was just way behind the 8-ball. Larry Fitz, he just couldn't be.
But you gotta ask yourself
that far behind. We had an opportunity to win the game, but then I think it was like there was a crucial drop by Hank Basket on that final drive that cost them.
I think
we gotta head back to the NFC Championship. We about to
sorry about that, PSP. I just had to ask that question.
No, it's good. It's good. No, like I said, champ, you the best at what you do. But anyway, your thoughts on the game, champ?
Like I said, man, it's hard for me, and people keep disagreeing with me, man. But hey, after a while, I understand you're trying to go for the jugular, and I hate to be repetitive because I said that I feel like I've been saying I feel like I'm following a script right now, and I don't do scripts, and I feel like I've been saying this on script all week long. There comes a time where you have to say to yourself, it is time to play textbook football. It's that time. You cost yourself that game. You cost your team. And you kick those 2 field goals. You win the game. You lost by 3 points. And especially when you are already down by a field goal, why do you insist on being stubborn and going for it? Now, is it a lot of factors that go into that? Like I said, they only targeted Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Shout out Brandon.
They only targeted Amon-Ra St. Brown one time in the second half. You had the drop pass by Alabama's own Runnels, and they didn't run the ball as much as they should have in the second half as well. Those were factors as well because the first half they was gunning it, but after a while, you as a coach have to understand it's time to play textbook football. You're playing against a coach. You're playing against a coach who's been here before in Kyle Shanahan. So do not make the same, and about his playoff failures, his NFC Championship failures, and his Super Bowl failures. Why would you make the same mistakes that he would be making? You don't always got to get slammed through a table to know it hurts. Pay attention to how your enemies fail. That way you won't make the same mistakes. So that is the reason why I blame Dan Campbell. Sure, and all people are going to say, well, he's been going for it all year long. Yeah, and it cost you the number 1 seed earlier in the year when you didn't get it in Dallas. And the sad part about that, you had 3 different tries before it finally failed. You had 3 different tries before you finally failed. You got 3 mulligans. And then after a while, after those 3 mulligans, you still didn't learn. Hey, maybe it's not a good idea for me to go for it. I'm just going to keep going for it and then for you to turn right around in that same breath after you went for it, after you lost it twice. and then got another chance on it a third time and then blame the ref still, you can't blame the refs on that one. You did that. They kept talking about, oh yeah, the refs, the ref didn't check the lineman in. Yeah, they didn't. Granted, they did not. But you had 3 other tries before that. You had 3 other tries. Well, you had 3 other tries after that. So after a while, you as a coach have to understand this is a huge game. This is not a regular season game. This is win or go home. Win or go home. And you have to play textbook football at a certain point, and you cannot leave points on the board by trying to go for it every time you go down. And not only that, one of those drives, you was inside the 30. You mean to tell me your kicker can't kick a 38-yard field goal? You mean to tell me that your kicker cannot get a 38-yard field goal? That is flat out inexcusable. And I blame Dan Campbell for that game.
Yeah. Harrison, what's your thoughts?
One more deep breath. I'm sorry. You choked a 24-7 lead. And I'm sorry. I have to say this. We know Dan Campbell got some balls. We all know that. But at the same time, you got to put them back in your damn pants when you have that lead.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. That was just disgusting. It's just unexcusable. A lot of people want to blame it on Dan Campbell. It's a team sport at the end of the day. It's everyone. The defense was good, and we saw that in the first half. Jahmyr Gibbs, Dave Montgomery, Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown. They were in that defense. I mean, they improved. They played good in the first half. But you got railed in the second half by C-Mac Attack. And I knew it because C-Mac Attack was going to carry that team to victory. Wait, what do you say,
Pause. Pause. Railed? Pause.
Well, anyways, but it was. I thought that Detroit was going to have to go win that game, but of course it was C-Mac Attack, just carrying that offense to victory.
Okay, Luis.
I think the correct person you're trying to go for is Mandark.
Let me solo shot him. There we go.
And you look just like him too.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah, that's low, Trey.
I mean, I'm like Champ. I sound like a broken record because I said it so many times. It comes to a point where I understand you have to be aggressive, and I understand where you want to keep your foot on their neck and you want to live and die by what got you there. But as a coach, you have to understand situational football. This isn't the regular season where you can mess up and then next week you can, redo everything. This is win or go home. You have to understand the situation that you're in, and you have to understand that you can't take any risks at this point, especially when you're up 24-7. You shouldn't take any risks. At that point, 9 times out of 10, the game is over with. Kick the field goals, stop leaving points on the board. That's it. That's all you had to do. But Dan Campbell, unfortunately, this is what happens when you become overly aggressive. You pay the price, and unfortunately, Detroit, it paid the price. As for the San Francisco 49ers, I said it time and time again, whether you like Brock Purdy, whether you hate Brock Purdy, however you feel about Brock Purdy, or however you feel about him as a quarterback and the talent around him, no quarterback is going to not every quarterback has the ability to play a pivotal part into coming back down 24-7. You have to be some kind of person to play a huge pivotal part to come back down 24-7. Not every quarterback has the capabilities of playing that role. Brock Purdy played well, especially in the fourth quarter. He did throw some bad passes. He did throw some ducks, but ultimately he made some throws to move the chains. He even used his legs a lot. He took off and ran to keep moving the chains. So as much as people want to give serious credit to Christian McCaffrey and Ayuk for bailing him out, give him credit. Give Purdy credit as well for there was some plays and some drives where he put the team on his back and he had to move the chains, and that's what he did. So it was a collective team win. It was a collective team effort. Now I think both teams, Kansas City and San Francisco, they have the blueprint on each other. Now the battle in the Super Bowl is who can execute that blueprint a lot better. So that's what I think. Great team win for the 49ers, but they're gonna have their handfuls with 1-5 and Big Red on the other side.
Yeah. But no, Luis, I liked what you said about like when it came to being too risky and stuff, because I mean it's kind of like Texas Hold'em and poker. You don't play the cards, you play the man. Like if you're sitting there, if you have pocket rockets, which is the highest pair that you can have, it's pocket aces. There's an ace on the table. You get to the river, 10 comes down, but there's also a jack and a queen there.
Mm.
Are you going to try to go all in just because you have quad aces? When you're face to face with someone, when someone else could be holding that king for the straight and beat you.
I've read this post on Facebook where it said Dan Campbell is the type to go to the casino, and when he has a 20 in blackjack, he's still gonna say "hit me." Bro,
Yeah, that I ain't gonna lie.
everything
Yeah,
right there.
that sound like
You
him.
see that?
That
He
sound like
was saying, "Hit me."
that
And the
sound like
funny part, and
I
the
mean,
funny part about
well,
that is,
listen, it was like I said before, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of funny, but it was like I said before. I think we all came into this game knowing that Dan Campbell was gonna be Dan Campbell. He wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be anything but Dan Campbell. We know that. I mean, whether it was good or bad, whether it was a good move or a bad move, Dan Campbell was gonna be Dan Campbell.
yeah.
So
Dan
I mean,
Campbell is the
PSP
type.
called it too, bro. Gotta get PSP called
Well,
He was like,
This
"Damn,
man
what was I
Luis.
thinking?"
He
I'm sorry,
said,
someone
"What
mentioned my name.
happened?"
Someone mentioned my name. Someone mentioned my
I
name.
don't.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
on
So
the-
you said somebody said PSP called it. He
Yeah,
said Dan
PSP
Campbell.
called it. Yeah, that was
He
me.
said
Oh,
Dan
yeah.
Campbell.
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna be
I
Dan
said
Campbell.
I said Dan Campbell prior to the game he was going to do something dumb, considering the amount of aggressive play calls he had in the regular season and how that didn't work out. At some point in time, it was going to cost him in the postseason, and it did to some extent. Jared Goff, I thought he played okay. Reynolds dropped some big passes. I you got to give credit where credit's due to San Francisco, particularly Brock Purdy. You know, I don't understand why Sports Talk think is it really that close between Jimmy Garoppolo or Brock Purdy. I don't understand that. I don't get that at all, because when you look at the two, Purdy's just a better improviser. He's a better athlete, in my opinion. And that NFC Championship game in which Jimmy Garoppolo played, but I don't know if you remember this. You know how many times Jimmy Garoppolo threw in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay
I'm
in
gonna
route to
guess
going to
a
the
whopping 7.
7-8.
Yep,
Brock-
I remember that.
8.
Wait, did he actually
times.
said that?
I remember that
8
because
times. That's how many
I was
passes
like,
Jimmy
bro.
Garoppolo threw in that game.
No,
I was
because
like,
Sports
bro,
Talk
they
literally
have
just
no
said that.
faith.
Yes, he thought are we really sure that Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, he thinks it's that close? And I'm like, no, Sports
Well,
Talk.
no, I see what.
I don't think it's
this
not
is also-
close.
no, I'm going to defend Sports Talk for a second because I don't think that you guys get the comparison that he's made. That
Go
he
for
was
it.
making. What he means by that, from what I've kind of figured out from it, what he means by that is he's like Jimmy G and Brock Purdy. They're the guys that can get the job done, but they're nowhere near the top of the league when it comes to the best quarterbacks. Because there's
No,
plenty
we
more
agree
guys
there.
who
We
are
agree. Okay, we agree there. If he was trying to make that argument broad,
No,
I
I
can
think
understand
that's
where he's
what
coming
he's
from.
trying to say, where they're serviceable guys, but
Yeah.
they're guys that you are really going to trust to take you all the way.
That's
No.
why.
Compared
That's
to
why, in my
other
opinion,
top guys in the league.
That's why, in my opinion, Broad, they're quarterbacks of a franchise, not franchise quarterbacks. Franchise quarterbacks is someone, regardless of the circumstances, they could find ways to get the job done. When you think of guys like that, you think Mahomes, you think
It has
Burrow.
another definition. It's called system quarterback.
System quarterbacks. Quarterbacks of a franchise, in my opinion, they can't win it for you, but you can win it with them. And
Let's
that's
be
how-
honest. We need to be honest, bro. If Brock Purdy is on the Panthers, bro, he's Nathan Peterman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you put
It's
Bryce
just that
Young in that
damn
49ers
simple, bro.
offense,
But wait a minute,
they'll
Leaf.
probably win the Super Bowl.
But wait a minute, Leaf. Are you trying to say Brock Purdy is a bum?
No,
what
I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to,
what he- I don't think he's saying that. He's saying that Kyle
what I'm
Shanahan's
trying to
system
say
is
is, bro, like, listen, I understand that a lot of people want to, not outside of this stream, want to silence what Cam Newton said about game changers and game managers,
Which
but
he stands by.
which he stands by. But the reality is, bro, Brock Purdy has not listen, even in these last 2 games, bro. And I know what people are going to bring up the numbers and everything and all of these things. Even in these last 2 games, he has not proven to be nothing more than a game manager, bro. Like, it's just when you see the George Kittles, the Brandon Ayuk's, the CMCs, the Jennings of the world, man, like, then you think to yourself, man, like, if you put any of the top 15, top 20 quarterbacks in this league,
They
in
would
that
have done
position,
exactly what Brock
No,
Purdy's
but
done
what
and 10
Leaf is
times more.
saying, which I don't even think he brought up this point. What he means by that is he thrives under Kyle Shanahan's system, but if he was in another different
No,
system,
but Broad,
wouldn't
that's what. But I understand what he's saying. I'm not arguing with that. I've been trying to tell 49ers fans. If you go look at my TikTok, 49ers fans will tell me, "No, Brock Purdy's so much elite. Look at the amount of numbers." And I'm like, dude, really? It's easy to do that when you have the weapons and the coaching. Okay, that's not to say that Brock Purdy can't play in the NFL, but to Leaf's point, if you put him on anywhere else, you wouldn't get that type of production from Brock Purdy.
no, he's going to be an average quarterback.
That's it. That's at best. That's what he is. But look,
He's not an elite quarterback. He's
no
a
one thinks he's an elite quarterback. No one thinks he's an elite quarterback. But if you had to rank Brock Purdy as far as quarterbacks, 13, 15, somewhere along.
No,
Even lower?
I think Cam Newton was being kind when he said game manager, bro. I thought
That's not a negative connotation.
I thought he was being very generous when he
13,
said
15,
game manager.
no, it's closer to like 16, 17.
Why would you think? What was he supposed to say?
He was supposed to keep it 100% real, bro. Like, he's mid.
Yeah, no, PSP. He's not near like he's not 13.
You ain't in the NFL
Okay,
no more, bro.
okay,
Like,
okay,
the NFL
bro,
ain't
all right,
paying you no dollars.
Hold on, guys. Broad, give me quarterbacks currently right now you would have over Brock Purdy.
Well, I mean, these are just quarterbacks that are better than Brock Purdy because you were saying like 13, 15. Well, let's see.
I'm just being conservative.
Yeah, I'm just saying where I would put him because let's see, you got.
Oh no, he got a whole list.
Well, I'm writing them out so that I remember. Mahomes, Burrow,
Allen,
Herbert, Lamar, Hurts, Rodgers,
CJ,
Hurts, Herbert, Hurts, Lamar, Rodgers, Stroud. So that's already 1, 2, 3,
Kyler when healthy,
8. Kyler,
Stafford,
that's 10.
Trevor
I'm putting.
Lawrence.
What about Dak, Trevor Lawrence, and
Dak,
Chargers?
Goff.
You put Baker over him?
I almost threw up just now when he said that.
Kirk Cousins. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's not a stretch if you look at it.
That's already 14.
What about that? What about Dak and did you say Herbert?
Yeah, he already said Herbert. Anyone would take Herbert over.
What
Brock Purdy.
about what about What about
No,
Carr?
no,
What about Carr?
No.
What you mean no?
No.
What
You
about-
wait,
what
wait a minute.
about-
Hold on.
No.
What-
Luis,
Carr-
you would
Carr,
take Brock
Tua?
Purdy over Tua, Luis?
I will take Brock Purdy over Tua.
Oh yeah,
Here's
yeah.
the
all
thing.
right.
Here's the
Wait,
thing. No,
what?
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Well,
They're
I
at the
understand.
same tier. Do you know what Brock Purdy does? The one thing better than Tua? He's a much better improviser than Tua. Tua is literally a frozen statue, one read kind of guy. At least Brock knows how to go through his progressions and actually knows how to make something out of nothing.
Well, the problem with that is
Tua doesn't.
the reason why Tua is like that is also because if you look back at Alabama, he destroyed his hip.
That's
At
not.
Alabama.
We're talking about the
Destroyed
current
his
state where
ankle.
they're in right now.
That's gonna, bro, because you just said-
You're talking about what Tua was. I'm talking about what Tua is now. He's a statue. He
Yeah,
can't make something out of nothing.
Because that's these injuries affects his mechanics.
That's not Brock Purdy's problem that he can do that.
What
That's
about
unfortunate how it is.
Anthony Richardson? What about Bryce Young? What about what?
I would take AR from what I saw over from what I
To be
saw.
honest with you,
I gotta wait.
What Luis is saying is not too much of a stretch. Because if you look
I'm
at
not
that
saying it's a
49
stretch, but I'm just saying I'm saying the reason why he's a statue, why his mechanics are like that.
right. And what I was about to say is if you really look at that 49ers, at all the weapons on the 49ers and a lot of the weapons on the Miami Dolphins, they're pretty much the damn same. Oh, excuse me, Ada. They're pretty much the same.
So that
I mean-
what I just wrote, that's 16.
I mean, so you got Tyreek Hill, you have Tyreek Hill Waddle, you have that two-back system that they have down there.
Keep it there,
The
bro.
only difference is
I don't want you to clip this.
No, I'm gonna clip this.
Yeah, I think you should take Tua off. Brock Purdy is a
I
much
think you
better-
need. I think you
they're
need to clip
basically
that.
the same team. They're both playing in the same system and everything. So the only difference is between the two of them. So I mean,
Wait,
But
I got
no,
some more.
because
I got some
here's
more
the problem
quarterbacks.
with you, PSP. You're going to take it out of context because I didn't say, oh, the quarterbacks that I would rather have over him. I said the quarterbacks that are better than him.
I'm just holding you at your word. The quarterbacks.
What about
who you
Deshaun
say they're
Watson?
they're better than.
No, I'm
Hell
taking
no.
Purdy over Watson. I'm taking
No.
Purdy
Purdy
over
over
Watson.
Watson.
Purdy
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Deshaun
I
Watson.
can't. I
Hold
just
on.
can't take. I just can't take
No,
Tua
because he
over
has
Purdy. I
like
can't.
he's people don't.
He
realize
hasn't been the same
how
since that
much
2020 season.
What about Trevor
Since-
Lawrence?
since 2020.
He already
has
has him over Trevor.
crashed
He already has Trevor.
so
over.
much.
I can't. The reason I can't put Tua there is he's a one read guy and he's not mobile. At least Purdy is mobile. He's a better runner at this stage of his career.
What
than
about
Tua.
Geno?
He's a better improviser.
No,
and
Well,
What about
wait,
Geno?
you know what, Luis? Now that I think about it, I am going to take Tua off that list.
I didn't mean to yell at you like that, but it's just like injury
I
stuff.
hate to say this, but what about
But-
Russell Wilson?
No.
That's yeah, we'll find out next year.
What
I'm
about
not
Derek?
gonna lie.
Hold on, guys. What about Derek Carr?
No, absolutely not.
Well, I'm gonna do this one for PSP.
Eric
I
Carr
will-
booty juice.
No,
If
you are
you
not
take-
picking Sam Howell. You are not picking Sam Howell.
I'm not picking Sam Howell. If you take Brock Purdy
I
And
would
switch
take
him
Sam
out.
Howell.
and switch him out and trade him to Tampa and bring in Baker Mayfield, he would do the same exact thing. The same.
I think we've all been saying this for
Wait a
the
minute,
past
Broad.
couple
Wait,
months.
hold on, Broad. I did ask you a question. Would you pick Baker over Purdy?
That's interesting.
That is interesting because I
Honestly,
think they're
I'd
the
rather
same
take
type of player in my opinion.
PSP, I got to
Yeah,
go.
I mean they're two very.
You know
take
what?
Easy Harrison.
As disgusting as
My
it is,
DT,
I'm
my
taking
guy.
Baker. I'm taking Baker over.
I don't think
Hey,
it's
PSP, you got to show the helmet after
It-
that.
it
He
is
gave
very
Baker a
dis- it is
compliment.
very
You got to
disgusting.
show the helmet after that. PSP.
Show me the helmet. Put you on the big screen, my brother.
Give me a second.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, take a shot first. Then
While Broad goes back to his list, here are my top 10 wide
Yeah,
receivers of
so
all
I
time.
swap. You know what? I am going to take Baker over him. So I swapped two out.
You
for
know
Baker. So Mahomes,
I'm not gonna lie. Oh,
no
bro, can I
particular order: Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, Hurts, Lamar, Rodgers,
Yeah.
Dak, Goff, Kirk, Baker.
The reason why
Yeah,
the
good
reason
shit,
why
dude.
I'm not disgusted, but because I'm not a college football fan. But to be honest with you, like, no, I'm really not a college football. Not like I used to be. I was kind of always friends with college football anyway. But the reason why I'm not as disgusted as I was before is because Baker Mayfield is he's probably pretty much going to be on like a one and one
They are 15 off
at next year. But that's nothing's going to make me more. I say other than Russell Wilson, because of PSP. Now I need him out. I need
take a picture of this list because this is the actual official one.
You want me to screenshot it for you?
Well, I mean, you already like the thing is, I don't want you to clip it.
I'm not gonna clip it. Calm down. I'm not gonna clip it.
I think that needs to be clipped.
But hold on, Broad. Sorry to interrupt you. I just want to make sure.
Didn't even clip you saying that the Ravens were gonna blow out the Chiefs or something.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to you. But just to hold,
so the official list, it's 15 guys. The official list is Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, Hurts, and again, this is in no particular order. Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, Hurts, Lamar, Rodgers, Stroud, Kyler, Stafford, T-Law, Dak, Goff, Kirk, Baker. That's 15 guys.
All right.
So like 17.
Yeah, you don't have them in that order, but those are the guys that you think that are better than Brock Purdy, and that's fine. Right. Is there any other quarterbacks you feel like you're leaving off?
I mean, no, not really.
What about Jordan Love?
Oh, I forgot about Jordan Love.
Can I just say one thing? I just hope that Bryce Young is going to have a better season next year than Brock Purdy. Let's just say that.
No.
That's not going to happen.
If he gets a weapon in a line.
Other than Adam Thielen?
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry.
T. Higgins?
Bro.
I hate to say it, Bryce Young, the definition of you going.
Hey, Harrison, I got a question, bro. Hey, Harrison, I got a question. Was Jake Delhomme blonde?
Blonde?
What?
Like
was Jake Delhomme blind? Was Jake Delhomme blonde?
I don't think he wasn't blind.
Was he blind in one eye?
I don't think so.
No, that's Jim McMahon, bro.
That was Jim McMahon, bro.
Oh, that was Jim McMahon. Oh.
What kind of question?
I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised we never even mentioned Jordan Love over.
Yeah, I forgot about
that's
Jordan
shock.
Love. Which I thought was highly disgusting, but Jordan Love.
I forgot about Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna add Jordan Love to that list. No, I think about it.
Broad, I know you're not the biggest fan of him, and neither am I. Brock Purdy or Justin Fields?
I think we're about to make a big. I think we're about to make a big splash.
I'm taking Justin Fields.
Even you, Broad, you got to admit that's an interesting one.
It's interesting, but I'm taking Purdy.
Okay.
Anthony, wait, hold on. Anthony,
he makes less
We're about to
mistakes.
make a big splash for our defensive.
Purdy makes less mistakes than
Anthony Weaver, who is expected to do the Dolphins' DC job.
Yeah, I kind of.
Well, of course, he's gonna take that job because he didn't get Zachary Orr took.
All right,
Zachary
let's
curse
move
PSP.
on. All right, let's move on. Let's move on real quick. Let's do some start benches and cuts, and we're gonna wrap up the show a little early.
Ooh.
This one is a quarterback one. Leaf, stay prepared.
There is one obvious start, and if you do not start him, you are nasty.
There's an obvious starting bench to me.
There is an obvious start, and if you do not start him, you are nasty.
Okay, Broad.
Who you talking
first.
about?
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right. Well, I'll tell you as it follows. Start Kurt Warner, bench Matt Ryan, cut Phillip Rivers.
I agree.
I agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
If you do not start Kurt Warner from that list, you are nasty.
I think it's all unanimous. If I had to say.
Wait. Hold it.
Here we
go. No. Stop.
Champ, you the one ethical person I know, bro. Like, come on, don't be.
Everybody,
No.
Champ, it's like everybody in the room got guilty.
You gotta let me see what I'm saying first. You gotta hear me out. Now, let's just rewind. I agree with the Kurt Warner take. I agree with that. He should be started. That is unanimous among us all. But I have to ask this question because that's my quarterback. You're not cutting Matt Ryan?
No, Matt Ryan played more years than
over
Phillip Rivers?
Yes.
He played way more elite years than Phillip Rivers. I mean, Phillip Rivers definitely got wasted because he played for the Chargers.
No, I'm just asking because the reason why I'm asking that because I've never heard anybody say that.
No,
even down south where I am, I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, if you ain't heard nobody say that, then you talking to the wrong people.
That's what it is.
Matt Ryan
say
at
this,
his peak was a top 5 quarterback.
I will say this, champ, bro. Like Matt Ryan for a lot of those years when the Falcons was competitive, he was a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
In his
But like I
MVP
said,
year, he was top.
I had to make sure because, like I said, I have to say this and just give me one.
Ryan's not even top 5.
You have to. I have to say this. Every time that you hear Matt Ryan down here, a lot of shade gets thrown on him down south, down here in Georgia.
He's the greatest
So,
quarterback you ever had.
Y'all fan base is kind of contingent.
Oh, why?
on-
Why? Because he a Yankee?
Y'all fan base is a little bit like they could be a little bit.
Let him
at-
finish. Hold on. Let Champ finish.
Let
Let
Champ
Champ
finish.
finish.
I'm gonna let
Yeah,
him finish.
I hear you, Mr. New York City, but yeah, when you hear people talk about Matt Ryan in the state of Georgia, they really don't put him up on that pedestal like that. Now, I have been saying that for years, that he was at least the top 10 during his peak. But people would always say Julio Jones, played a role in that, not realizing that he was in the playoffs before Julio Jones even got there.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, people don't even realize this, man. I say this, and people don't understand this. Roddy White didn't become a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro before Matt Ryan. So that is why, and you got to think about who he had his first year. That first year, arguably one of the best rookie performances you're ever going to see.
Yep.
I mean, coming off the Michael Vick incident, for him to come out there and his first, and you got to think about
first pass was his first touchdown.
Yes, and went 11-5 that year in the same conference as Cam, and it was amazing.
Wait. Cam, he was drafted
2011. Cam was drafted 2011. Matt Ryan
was drafted in 08.
Well, excuse me, my bad. My apologies. Correction.
Old,
that
bro.
first year, he
If
came
you want
out.
to say Drew Brees, that's fine.
Yeah, my bad. My apologies. That first year, him coming out and taking us to the playoffs, going 11-5, and nearly winning the division. I think the Panthers won
they
that
did. No,
division that
the
year.
Falcons did win that division and then barely lost to the Cardinals in the wild card.
Yeah, barely lost for him to come that first year. And remember who our second receiver was. Our
the
second
Panthers
receiver
won the division.
Yeah, the Panthers won the division. And remember who our second receiver was? The second receiver that we had on that team outside of Roddy White was Michael Jenkins.
Yes.
Wasn't worth the salt in the bread. So it was just crazy how that turnaround happened. And before he came, we did not have back-to-back winning seasons in a year.
Yeah, I did have some hella running backs, man. That stood behind me in the backfield.
Michael Turner,
Michael Turner, Devontae Freeman, Coleman. Like y'all
that's
had some
always-
backs back.
But
then.
none of those running backs that Matt Ryan had were LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah. Well,
Phil
LaDainian
Rivers
Tomlinson.
that is true.
And he also had Antonio Gates as his tight
Antonio
end.
Gates. Yeah. And
and don't sleep on Vincent Jackson either.
Norv Turner, Shane Merriman.
Sean Merriman.
Sean
Well,
Merriman.
the thing is this. You have to think about this as well, man.
I don't know who the wideouts was on that team, but
Vincent Jackson.
Vincent Jackson,
Vincent
R.I.P.
Jackson and Keenan McCardell. He had Keenan McCardell for a couple of years. But you have to think about this as well. He had not only that, Phillip Rivers did have Michael Turner, LaDainian Thompson, and Darren Sproles in that backfield at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Did what?
And didn't do much. Got to the NFC Championship, but did not do a lot.
Yeah.
So, hey, big ups to you, bro. That's the reason why I asked and double checked on that because man,
but
when you hear
back to
when you
my
hear Atlanta Falcons fans talk about my fellow Atlanta Falcons fans talk about Matt Ryan, they don't put him in the regard that I do. And to see someone who knows football like you do in order to put him in that regard, hey, I think the panel is unanimous.
Back to my joke. Or what? Because he a Yankee? Of course I'm a rival.
I will speak on this because I'm from the South, and I remember I'm from the South, and I remember when he came in. A lot of people don't feel like they don't put him on their pedestals because a lot of these people out here that said, and I constantly hear this to this day. Oh, if Michael Vick would have never got in trouble with those dogs, he would have took them to the Super Bowl.
No.
No. And he openly admitted that when he was with Jim Mora. I mean, he admitted that he wasn't watching film. He admitted that he wasn't, doing the things that he was doing. And people always want to say, well, Michael Vick didn't have anything. He had he had two very good running backs in the backfield. He had Algie Crumpler. He had
Ward Dunn.
Algie Crumpler. Ward Dunn and TJ Duckett. And he had Algie Crumpler, who was an all-pro, 4- or 5-time all-pro. Four-time pro.
And he also had the great Dan Reeves as well.
Yes, he had Dan Reeves, and not only that, people sell short.
Ryan was stuck with Mike Smith,
and then people don't realize this: those same receivers that Matt Ryan won with his first year, those were his receivers.
Yes.
Didn't Vic also have what's his name? Algie Crumpler?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he was a 4-time Pro Bowler, and then made an All-Pro one year. I mean, he was one of the best tight ends in the league.
Didn't Vic have Roddy White?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
Like I said, Roddy White did not become a Pro Bowler until Matt Ryan.
That's kind of crazy how Matt Ryan gets disrespect, because I think Matt Ryan is the best quarterback you guys ever had by a mile.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if you ask the older generation, if you ask my father, they will say Steve Bartkowski, but I say Matt Ryan. So they will say Steve Bartkowski.
Apples, oranges, as long as Vic is not in the mix.
So, Champ, just to be clear, your start, bench, and cut. Who do you start and benching and cutting? I know you got Kurt Warner to start.
Hey, I got to put Matt Ryan. I got to bench Matt Ryan.
Okay.
The former league MVP. The only reason why I can't say Phillip Rivers is because I will say this. Look, people can say whatever they would like, but Phillip Rivers had talent all of those years and only had one AFC championship appearance.
The fact he got more kids than AFC championship appearances is crazy.
You're not being right when you say that. But for
you know what's crazy?
That's a Christian in him.
You know what's crazy? When we bring up the Chargers, a lot of people will blame the organization as to why that he only had that he had wasted years out there because of the front office and the
that's to blame as well, because like I said, teams should have stopped hiring Norv Turner after he failed at the Washington football team. They should have stopped hiring him then, because people failed to realize that his success at the Dallas Cowboys was attributed to the triplets. It was the triplets that made Norv Turner, and he never really got that success back, regardless of how many offensive weapons that he had. I mean, if you really want me to be honest with you, LaDaine Thompson was every bit as good as Emmett. Every bit as good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, absolutely. I mean, after Marty Schottenheimer, they really didn't do anything.
Exactly. And then you had Darren Sproles in the backfield along with him. And
forgot about Darren Sproles. Oh my God. Yo, they was loaded.
Yes. The year before Michael Turner came to the Atlanta Falcons, it was LaDaine Thompson, Michael Turner, and Darren Sproles all in the same backfield. All three of those guys played for the San Diego Chargers. Not to mention, people don't even realize this. They had two tight ends out there. It was Antonio Gates and Randy McMichael. They stole Randy McMichael from
they robbed Randy McMichael from
the Miami Dolphins. And then Chris Chambers. They took
Louis fool, bro.
So it's just like you had all of this talent for that long period of time, and you sold. And you can't say you didn't have defense. You had Igor. You had Sean Phillips. You had
Donnie Edwards.
You had Donnie Edwards. You had Quentin Jammer. You had
Quentin Jammer. I thought Quentin Jammer was overrated, but I mean, you had him though.
Didn't they have the early years of Jason Verrett too?
Yeah. So that's why I would cut Phillip Rivers.
Aiden, who you have for start, bench, and cut?
I will say I don't know much about Kurt Warner. That was the third person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just pick whoever you want, man. You ain't gotta worry about it.
There's no wrong answer, bro.
I did watch a little bit of Phillip Rivers, and I've seen a lot of Matt Ryan. I'm gonna start Kurt Warner, bench Matt Ryan, cut Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is trash.
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
Wait,
Unanimous.
wait.
I-
Oh, hey,
whenever
hey,
I didn't say
hold
anything.
on. Hey,
here
you
we
say
go.
Philip Rivers trash?
What, broad?
Oh wow.
I think in this conversation, bro. Like, listen, I think trash
But
is
that's when
being
I
ni-
watched him.
trash is being nice.
That's when I watched him.
I don't
No,
know.
I think
I
trash
wouldn't
is
say
being
that
nice,
Philip
bro.
Rivers is trash. If you want to say he's mid, that's fine. but
As
I wouldn't
far
say
as
he's
this
trash.
conversation go between the two, bro, like he is 100,000% grade A dumpster juice. That's as far as this
Alright.
conversation goes.
Trey, who you starting
I don't
benching
think
and
I started
cutting?
watching Philip Rivers.
I'm
until,
gonna start Kurt Warner, bench Matt Ryan, and get Phillip Rivers the hell out of here. My bad, sorry.
It's all good. Harrison?
One more to make it unanimous.
I don't know if Harrison is here. Oh, wait, is he?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just thinking for a second.
I'm gonna block you if you say the wrong answer.
Now you fucked me up.
Dude.
I'm starting
F-bomb,
I'm
F-bomb.
starting Kurt Warner. I'm
Harrison, put $1 in the swear jar.
I ain't gonna lie. If you had a super chat, I'd donate to it, man.
I'm starting Kurt Warner. I'm benching Matt Ryan, and I'm cutting Philip Rivers. There you go. $20 cash out.
As for me, unfortunately, I gotta cut Philip Rivers. Starting Kurt Warner is obvious. It's unequivocal.
Yes, it is.
And benching Matt Ryan. I will say this about Philip Rivers. What's so unique about Kurt Warner with Philip Rivers, unlike Kurt Warner and Matt Ryan, I don't know how the hell he gets it.
Aiden, you got to get the Infinity Gauntlet, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know how he gets it done with that throwing motion. Is one of the ugliest throwing motions I've ever seen in my life. Nevertheless, the ball, I mean, it's like he's throwing a shot put.
Uglier than Eli Manning?
No, Eli has a better throwing motion. I've seen worse throwing motions than Eli Leaf. Philip Rivers, if you watch him, Leaf,
Uglier than Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco's throwing motion is not bad. Philip Rivers is the worst one.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean,
don't.
I mean, if we also got to talk about another ugly throwing motion, I think you know where I'm going. It's Big Ben.
Vish Young.
Oh my God!
I'm
It's
beyond
called-
it.
Wait, hold on, Bart.
I mean,
Big Ben throwing motion was that bad?
Golly.
What about Jameis Winston's?
Nah, I'm beyond. I don't like
Hey,
Aaron
worse than
Rodgers
Phil
throwing
Rivers.
motion either. He be putting everything into that throw, the hip, everything.
You said who throwing motion?
Aaron Rodgers. He be putting
wow.
everything behind that throw. He be.
Oh, no.
I mean,
But
it only led to 3 MVPs and a Super Bowl MVP.
Hey, I never said it was bad. I just said it's ugly.
But for the first time on the Sports PSP podcast, it's unanimous. Start Kurt Warner, bench Matt Ryan, cut Philip Rivers. No disrespect to Philip Rivers, but you had the luxury of playing with 2 first ballot Hall of Famers in Damian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates. You had Russell Vincent Jackson. You had a squad, you had a crew, and you couldn't get that much.
So this is a term that's used because
If I would, this is a message to Phillip Rivers. If I would have never gone to New Orleans, I would have done something you couldn't do.
Hold on one second.
I like Drew Brees.
Oh, not him.
Oh yes, him.
We not doing this. Not this
Well,
podcast.
not this evening, please.
Not this evening.
Not
no.
this evening.
Chuck,
This is a
Chuck,
lovely
Chuck.
evening.
No, I had to get it. I had to
What
get
I'm gonna
it
behave for right
bring up
now.
this point. So this is a term that's commonly
It's
used.
right, it's right. What are you talking about?
Hold on, guys. Let Bryce finish.
So I watch a lot of soccer. I'm a huge Liverpool fan. This is a term that they use commonly in the English Premier League. Bottle job. It means you blew it. You want to talk about one of the biggest bottle jobs in the NFL? Let me think. Oh yeah, 06 Chargers.
With Marty Schottenheimer, his final year there,
MVP LaDainian Tomlinson, and y'all went one and done.
And I would say that wasn't even their fault. Some idiot decide, oh, I'm gonna pick the ball and try to run with it.
All right, guys. We gotta move on to the next one. We got another interesting start bench and cut.
Let's see this one.
Luis, you go first.
This one's gonna get nasty. This one's gonna get nasty.
You're
Oh,
scaring
wow.
me.
Really?
Oh, what?
Wait. Hold
What?
on.
It's easy, but it's gonna get nasty.
Go ahead, Louise. Louise, hold on. Now, let Louise go first, man. I want to see what disgusting stuff come out
Luis
of
is
it.
All right,
scaring me.
Pennywise, enough with that face.
I
bro.
already know.
It's gonna be bad.
Because I already know Louise is gonna show his age, bro, with this, bro. Right?
No,
now.
I'm
you're
not gonna lie.
You
He's
gotta
gonna
let
show
him
it. He's
talk
gonna show
first.
it.
You
Let
gotta
him
let him
do
talk.
Tyreek
His,
Guys,
his
guys,
He
come
gonna
on.
show
Let
his
him
age
talk.
with this one
Let
right
Luis talk. Let Luis
Let him
talk.
talk.
How you doing? I'm starting T.O.
Okay.
I'm benching Tyreek Hill and I'm cutting Marvin Harrison. Yeah, you're damn right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't give a damn. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Nah,
I'm doing it.
I
Yeah.
thought you.
Motherfucker
No,
fraud.
you know what's
Unlike
crazy?
Braun, unlike Braun, I thought you were gonna start Tyreek.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not too mad at that. I thought you was gonna be all out of pocket and start Tyreek.
All right,
Hill,
listen. I will not sit up
If he would have
here.
started Tyreek Hill, not only would I have walked out that door, I also would have walked.
Listen. Here's what I'll say about Marvin Harrison. Here's what I'll say about Marvin Harrison. I will not disrespect him because if it was any other wide receiver, oh yeah, I'd be violating him for Tyreek Hill. I will not disrespect Marvin Harrison. Great route running, great hands. The reason I choose Tyreek Hill is because Tyreek Hill on the offensive side, literally, probably one of the most dominant players we have ever seen, regardless of position.
I would say dangerous.
I can't say dominant, dangerous, regardless of the fact. I can't say the same about Marvin Harrison on the same level as being as dangerous as Tyreek Hill. That's just me. I think Tyreek Hill right now is the best wide receiver in the NFL, and I think Tyreek Hill right now is one of the most, at his peak, one of the most dominant and most dangerous players to ever play the game of football.
I ain't gonna lie. On the side note, bro, I hope Marvin Harrison Jr., bro, is the best thing since sliced bread.
He's gonna be.
bro.
I think he's gonna be amazing. And as for T.O.,
Well,
he's everything Tyreek Hill but more dominant, physical. I don't gotta say nothing about T.O. T.O.'s T.O., bro. I ain't gotta say nothing, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say, Luis, I'm going with you. I'm the same thing with you.
Broad, it's not a crazy take, Broad.
I would have to agree with that sentiment, bro. That's not too bad of a sentiment. Good job,
Luis, were you cooking? Were you cooking a New York steak, or what are you cooking?
Luis is food. He cooking roast capollo, bro. Something I don't know.
Man,
Pork chop?
Man, you know I eat pernil over
Oh,
here.
why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that, Leaf?
Empanadas and something like that.
Broad, it's not that crazy of a take.
Come on,
Just
come
saying.
No,
on.
I was just messing with Leaf. But
Yeah.
Nah, I know you was, bro.
When it comes to me, I'm starting T.O. I'm benching Marv, and I'm cutting Tyreek. Tyreek, yes, he's been phenomenal the last few years. I get what you're saying because you're making some valid arguments, but unfortunately, that's just blatant recency bias because you forgot how good of a wide receiver Marvin Harrison was.
I just think as a ceiling for a wide receiver on what you bring to an offense, Tyreek Hill, I think there's a big gap in terms of Tyreek Hill and Marvin Harrison on what they can bring to an offense as a whole. I think Tyreek Hill completely elevates a team more than Marvin Harrison. Personally,
I would say at the wide receiver position from start to finish, bro. Like we got to remember, it was at a point where Tyreek Hill was pretty much a return man, and like Marvin Harrison has been like a top wide receiver, or at least like considered at the wide receiver position. He's made his name off that for many years, from start to finish. But that's the only thing I would say. But that's not too much.
I got a question for Luis.
A big
what's up?
mix up too.
Luis, are you saying you picking Tyreek Hill over Marvin Harrison is because Tyreek Hill has been able to play with less tier quarterbacks? Marvin Harrison, he had Peyton Manning. Are you saying Ty over Marvin because before he had Alex Smith, until Patrick Mahomes, and now with Tua?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like I said, I would.
No, you can make that argument.
You could make the argument, but that I'm never going to disrespect Marvin Harrison for playing with guys like Reggie Wayne or having a good coach, or with Peyton. The reason I'm picking Tyreek Hill is one, Tyreek Hill completely elevates, and the ceiling of an offense when Tyreek Hill is on the field, it's second to none. And on top of that, he's one of the most dominant players to ever play football. I can't say, when I look at Marvin Harrison, I see a very great wide receiver. I am not going to take that away from him. But when I look at Tyreek Hill and you watch on tape, what the tape shows me, Tyreek Hill, one field to another, threat everywhere, as well as Marvin Harrison is, but he just stretches the field so much. Tyreek Hill is literally one of the most dominant players and has one of the best offensive peaks we've seen for a wide receiver.
All right. Aiden, you said you wanted to go. Go ahead, man.
I know I don't know much about Marvin Harrison, but I'll start Terrell Owens, bench Tyreek, cut Marvin Harrison.
All right, nothing wrong with that. Leaf.
I got the same, bro. I think Louise set the tone on this one.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah,
with
that's
that.
right. You did say that. You did.
Yeah. He set the tone on this one. I'm gonna go with that.
Champ,
Good job,
I'm gonna
Louis.
save you. Champ, I'm gonna save you for last. Saving the best for last. Trey.
Well, I'm gonna start T.O. Benching Tyreek Hill, and I'm cutting Marvin Harris. Well, everybody was like, well, everybody probably gonna be like, why would you start Terrell Owens? Bro, I'm not even gonna bring up the first part of his career. I'm gonna just bring up the backside of his career. He goes to Dallas, puts up numbers, and it's like, okay, he's finna fall off. He gets released by Dallas, goes to Buffalo with Trent Edwards and Brian Fitzpatrick as his quarterback. Still put up numbers.
Mhm.
Then he goes to Cincinnati, and they like, oh, he's gonna fall off because they got Chad. Goes to Cincinnati with Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson, and was still putting up numbers. Everywhere this man went, he's produced. From San Fran to Cincinnati, he's produced.
That's a fact.
And as far as Tyreek Hill go, yeah, that's dangerous over there. Dangerous.
Very.
All right.
A lot of people will say, "Oh, well, I'm not that type of guy." I'm like, bro. I remember. Well, I was old enough to remember when you first came in. You were good, but when Manny got there, he elevated your game. Let's not fail to mention, it wasn't just Reggie Wayne. It was Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Andrew James in the backfield.
Wait. Because couldn't you say the same thing about Mahomes elevating Tyreek's game? That's not
No, because he played with Alex Smith.
The whole point you're making is that Marvin got elevated by Peyton Manning. I mean, you could say the same thing about Mahomes with Tyreek, because
I don't
Tyreek
even look at it as
super
Manning
insane
elevated
numbers.
Harrison. It's
before
like
Alex
they
Smith.
needed each other, man.
Dude,
Hold on,
but
Broad.
Peyton-
I would ask you this, bro. Like when Tyreek Hill was on Kansas City throughout his entire tenure, what was the wide receiver core, bro? Like but outside of him, what was that wide receiver core? looking like?
Marcus.
It was Tyreek Hill, Demarcus Robinson,
and
Mecole Hardman. Yeah, Damian Williams in the backfield. Travis Kelce, obviously.
Outside of Travis Kelce, where are all them names? What they at?
It was Mecole Hardman who's still on the team, and Demarcus Robinson, believe he's in Baltimore.
Yeah. No, he's
But
he
Leaf,
with the
also,
Rams.
Where's he at?
Rams. He's with
But-
the Rams.
Leaf,
With the
to
Rams.
your point, you
Oh.
also can't blame Marvin for being drafted into that system. He played his entire career with the Colts. You can't like that.
And
that's
then
not-
a lot of people like to do. I'm like, dog. Even when Marvin left, right? When Marvin left and he retired, yeah, you had guys. You still had Reggie, but you had guys that nobody knew. Like I think Gonzalez
Austin Collie. Let's see. Boston Collie.
Donald Brown.
Don Brown, yeah.
Warren Brown and Pierre Garcon.
Pierre Garcon when he was actually really good. Austin Collie, who, like I said 3 times, who was just injury prone year after year. Yeah.
All right. Harrison.
I already said the same thing. I said.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
Champ.
Before I say what's going to come out of my mouth, I would be remiss if I didn't say this. Number one, here's what I get tired of. Everybody's want to talk about what Peyton Manning elevated Marvin Harrison. Do y'all not realize that T.O. played with Steve Young?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all not realize that T.O. played with Jeff Garcia?
Yep.
Do y'all not realize that T.O. played with Donovan McNabb?
Yep.
And for all of his chokes in the playoffs, he was a hell of a regular season quarterback in Tony Romo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we need to stop that whole argument about who someone played with as far as their quarterbacks are concerned. Because last I checked, all 4 of those guys that you got a Hall of Famer at the beginning of your career. Not to mention, Donovan McNabb, he's arguably a Hall of Famer.
Probably not, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he did play with Steve Young on his way out, though. I mean,
no, he played with Steve Young at the beginning of his career. Let's get it right.
T.O. was drafted in 96.
No, but Steve Young was on his way out.
No, he was not. No, he was not.
I mean, how many more years did he play? Like
he played for 3 more years. So let's stop that. So then Jeff Garcia became the quarterback. So with that being said, we have to stop all of this. Oh, the quarterback made no. You played with 4 different Pro Bowl quarterbacks. Not to mention you started your career with Jerry Rice and J.J. Stokes. And had J.J. Stokes throughout your entire career. Hey, laugh all you want to. J.J. Stokes was a solid wide receiver.
It was.
I mean, it didn't really.
Solid is definitely the word for him.
Solid. Solid.
Guys, let Champ finish.
The only time where you could truly say that he was the guy, the only dependable guy, and you could attest to this, bro, when he was in Philadelphia with Stinkston and Trash.
Yeah.
Because them guys couldn't catch a cold barefooted in Alaska.
Greg
Lewis, because the best guy.
And I know.
Minus
in Alaska.
the best guy.
And I know one of them guys. Todd Kirkman. Oh my God, terrible.
And then when you got to Dallas, you had exit out Roy Williams. Now we all know Roy Williams was not good.
Right.
So Miles Austin had a lot of solid years there. Not to mention you had Terry Glenn at the 3. Terry Glenn and Patrick Creighton, they had solid careers as well. So let's stop all of this, who a person had around them, because every last one of those guys had some around them. So with that being said, I'm starting Marvin Harrison. I'm benching T.O. and I'm cutting Tyreek. And the only reason why I'm cutting Tyreek is because his history's still being made.
That was why I cut him. But starting Marvin, that's interesting.
I'm starting Marvin Harrison.
If he was to retire right now, he'd get a gold jacket. So
and the reason why I'm cutting T.O. is because, and my thing is, look
cutting
at the
Tyreek,
stats.
you mean?
The reason why I am benching T.O. and people are going to ask that, look at it stat for stat. Peak for peak. They're neck and neck. So it's not too much of a stretch. The only difference is where you're flying a glaring difference is in the touchdowns. I think T.O. got like 30 more touchdowns than Marvin does. So it's not that much of a stretch. Not to mention, who had the receptions record before Michael Thomas? That was Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison for a long time at that.
For a long time. 103 receptions in a season.
Best believe Marvin Harrison Jr. coming for it.
And then not to mention, he averaged 1,400 a season and 10 touchdowns. That's what he averaged. That's not his best season. That's what he averaged. And 100 receptions a season. That's what he averaged. So, hey, they're close. The only difference is the only thing that I will really give T.O. over Marvin Harrison is this. I don't think that T.O. would have been bodied by those New England Patriots DBs. I don't think he would have been bodied.
Marvin Harrison was a scrawny dude.
Yeah, he was a little bit undersized. So Tyrone Poole,
6 feet, the buck 85.
Yes, Tyrone Poole and some of those Tyrone Poole straight out of Fort Valley, Georgia. Hey, those guys bodied Marvin Harrison over there in the AFC Championship with the New England Patriots. That is one thing they wouldn't have bodied T.O. like that.
Oh yeah, Ty Law and all them, they used to bully Marvin.
They used to bully Marvin Harrison.
PSP, go ahead,
but
Champ.
on the same token, man, hey, peak for peak. If you go back and look at it. In fact, he has more All Pros than T.O.
Yeah,
he led the league in receptions more times than T.O. He led the league in yards more times than T.O. More Pro Bowls than T.O. So go ahead and zoom on in on that PSP for because that list is a mile long, like in the great words of Ric Flair.
Marvin Harrison has been to 8 Pro Bowls. TL has been to 6.
3-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time second-team All-Pro, led the league in receptions twice.
Yes.
Receiving yards and receptions twice, was the receiving touchdowns co-leader in 05, all-decade team, 100th anniversary team, Colts Ring of Honor.
Isn't it kind of crazy he never triple crown?
I know. It's insane.
All right. Luis, you asked me a question?
Yeah. Can I be nasty and read off my top 10 wide receivers of all time? We're gonna get nasty.
Go
Go ahead real quick.
No.
Yeah, you said Drew Brees is overrated. I got my turn to be nasty.
Oh yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
leave you nasty for that.
All right, number
No, I'm
one.
not.
Yes,
Number one.
You're not talking about
Let
Drew
me read.
Brees
Let me
anymore.
read. Number one, I got the great Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Number two, I got Randy Moss.
Okay.
Number three, this might be nasty. I got Megatron.
Nah, no.
Okay.
Number four,
No.
Number four, I got T.O. Number
Okay.
5, I got Fitz.
Yep.
Number
That's fine.
6, Antonio Brown.
Yep.
That's fine.
Number 7, Julio Jones.
Okay.
This is
All
where
right.
this is where we get nasty because now it's gonna be me versus the world. Number 8, Tyreek Hill.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Tyreek Hill. Number
I
9,
mean,
Devontae Adams. Number
That's
10,
fine. That's fine.
Marvin Harrison.
No.
That's
You
what I
got you got Tyreek and Devontae over
yeah.
Marvin Harrison
Marvin and Chris
all
Carter.
time.
Yeah.
At wide
Marvin
receiver.
Harrison is
if you
better
would've-
than
if you would've said-
Devontae, but
If you would have said
Tyreek is
football
the.
players,
I don't
now,
have
ain't gonna
Tyreek
lie,
top 10.
Louise, if you
I don't
would've
have
said-
Tyreek top 10 either.
8,
because
9,
you're
10 is
forgetting-
interchangeable. So I don't.
You
I
are
mean, but nah,
forgetting
Louise,
about
if you would have said
CC.
football, I was looking for Steve Smith Jr. I was looking for
Steve Smith at 11.
Senior, you mean, Leaf?
Steve Smith.
Steve-
Senior
my
at
bad,
11.
You have
Senior.
Steve Smith better than Chris Carter.
I thought he
I
was.
think it's close. I think they're
Broad,
close.
actually, I think if you talk,
I think
Broad,
they're
if you talk to Trent, he may
I thought he
think
was.
Steve
I mean,
Smith is
but
better
I mean,
than.
I think they're.
as far as-
I see.
I mean, I would say this about Chris Carter.
Champ
As
just
far
got
as
wide-eyed
hands,
with, Champ
ain't
is
no
gonna give me that he
competition.
had a better career, but I mean, I thought he was a better wide receiver. That's
All
it's
right,
like, bro, as far as like the hands, it ain't no competition with Chris Carter. But
No.
overall receiver, like, come on.
All right, for my start, bench, and cut, I'm starting T.O. There ain't no
Mhm.
question with me about it. I understand where Champ is coming from with Marvin Harrison, and of course, you can't take away what Marvin Harrison accomplished. But I've said before, T.O., 6-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first team All Pro. He is one of 3 men to be a first team All Pro on 3 different teams. The other 2 men are in that category: Ted Hendricks, and we all know Deion Primetime Sanders. So I'm starting T.O. I'm a bench Marvin because I love what Marvin Harrison could do with the route running and with the hands. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cut Tyreek for now. But Luis, if Tyreek can continue with this type of production for the next 4, maybe 5 more years, then I think it's best we can revisit this conversation. I'm gonna start T.O. because I think he is the difference maker. Size, the edge where I give Marvin Harrison over T.O. I think Marvin Harrison clearly has better hands, and I think he's a better route runner, in my opinion, than T.O. I give T.O. the edge in terms of physicality, yak, the acrobatic catches. Leaf, go ahead.
Oh, what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I already gave mine, but
Yeah, you said you agree with Leaf.
yeah, I said agree, but I was gonna say, I think Marvin Harrison obviously had a better career, but in terms of guys that was more deadlier, like on the football field, period. I mean, to me, I understand exactly what Louise was saying about Tyreek Hill, about the Tyreek Hill point, and to add to that sentiment, PSP, if Tyreek Hill could do this with Tua taking the snaps for the next couple of years, man, I think we need to have a conversation about him being a top 10 all-time football player.
I ain't say all that now. That's big as a homer I am.
That's a hot take.
Big of a homer I am.
You want to talk about nasty work? That's nasty work right there.
Is it? You sure it is?
No, Leaf. As
But
great as Tyreek, as great as Tyreek is, Leaf, I think that's going entirely too far.
You got his number one fan right here.
You know what? That might be going too far. I say top 25. Football. Top 25 football players is probably. I think he could get into that category. If
that's a discussion for another day. Don't. But again, I have no problem with Champ on this one. Champ surprised me with Marvin Harrison, but even though Marvin Harrison, yes, he has more first team All Pros. He got more than Randy, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But would you pick Marvin over Randy? I know you wouldn't.
Hell no.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No.
Who's far away and said that?
Bro is so far away from the phone.
I'm just messing with you.
No, it's okay. No, I mean, this is a sports show. You asking me a sports
calm down, guys. I'm just messing with Champ. But I love your point, Champ, about Marvin Harrison. I still pick T.O. because I just think he's just the more dynamic, spectacular.
You even dream about putting him over Randy, bro. Like, you got to wake up and apologize.
All right, let's talk about music.
Look, Louise, stop, bro. What are you doing?
We ain't gonna do the third start bench cut.
No, that's the last one.
Okay.
That's the last one.
Ew.
I love when I
Okay,
start.
let me see.
I love when I stir the pot with Tyreek. It gets so fun. Oh yeah.
Which one you want?
This easy.
Oh wow.
This
Yeah,
easy.
this is easy. Yeah.
For me personally.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I ain't got much to say.
Go ahead, Luis.
I like Akon more. I'm an Akon guy. That's just me. I just like Akon more.
All right. Now, remember, we gotta be professional now because again, Aiden's in the room. So, Leaf, go.
Definitely. I'm gonna definitely choose Akon. Man. I got Akon.
That's tough.
Take your time, bro. I mean, if you want to go last, I mean, that's fine.
Well, no, it's just like tough because as like a little kid, like I wasn't the biggest fan of Akon. I found his voice to be highly annoying as a kid. Luis, don't make that face.
I think T-Pain was more annoying
But-
like as a kid.
But,
if you gonna say that, bro.
Let bro go.
But like as I got older, I started to appreciate Akon more. Man. I'm like trying to like pit like some of the best songs that those guys have against one another. Like I know it's technically Cardinal Officials track, but like Dangerous versus Church versus Bartender versus
Buy you a drink.
Beautiful versus Troublemaker versus Buy Me a Drink.
Locked up. I want to love you. In those words.
Right now.
Smack that.
Smack that, yeah. Well, that's technically Eminem's, but yeah. But I'm gonna go Akon. Screw it.
All right. Trey.
I'm gonna just go ahead and just say it, bro. I'm going with T-Pain, and it's nothing against Akon. I like Akon, but dog, I gotta go with T-Pain.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. I mean, if you go either way, I'm not really
To
going
each his own.
to.
To each his own. Aiden, you want to go?
I'll go. I got Akon over T-Pain.
All right. Harrison,
Trey, I'm with you, brother. I'm going T-Pain.
Champ.
Hey man, this hits home for me, man, because I grew up doing this era, bro. This is back when everybody used to still dance in the club, mind you. So, man, I cannot tell you how many dances I got from T-Pain, man. I mean, that.
Hey,
was,
man, we got a kid here, man.
I said a dance, fool.
He didn't say
Continue, Champ.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
I done said I didn't get that many dances.
And them dances I used to get.
I thought you said okay. No.
Back in
But
the bro. Wait a minute. Let me go on let me get 20 seconds. PSP. Back in my day,
Champ, you got to clean this up. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Leaf, number one, bro. You my age. You already know what it is. Back in my day, we actually went to the club and danced. With
I know.
Back in the day, we actually went to the club and danced with the girl.
Mhm.
So I cannot tell it, and it was a contest to see how many dances you could get before you left the club. So don't try to skew up my words, man. I know I'm the old head of the group, but don't do that. Don't do me. All right. So you know what I'm saying? So hey man, look. Hey, back then wasn't no bottles in the club neither. It was pure you going in there trying to get numbers and dances. So hey, if that's what y'all wanted to clean up by what the
Man, Champ, we ain't that old, bro. Like, come on, man.
but some of these cats in the chat, they probably don't know what it means to go for the girl to give you that look behind.
Oh, one of those. While you're walking out the club. Yeah, I already know what you're talking about.
Hold up. Look at what Kieran just said in our group chat. He said Tyreek over T.O. Co.
That just
Why are you paying attention to Kieran? Why?
Why are you paying? Wait,
I don't pay
why are you
attention
paying
to nothing
attention
in
to
that chat,
Dexter's
bro.
backstory?
I really don't. That chat popped up, bro. I was like, "Yep, mute." I'm like, "No, we ain't doing
I'm sorry,
that.
Champ. But go ahead, Champ.
But yeah, everybody. I mean, you know PSP, you know Leaf, hey, even Trey, when you used to walk up on the girl to get the gas, she give you that look back for like 30 seconds. You thought you like, wow, like, and she finally give you the dance because she messing with you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So T-Pain got me all them dancing, so I'm going with T-Pain.
Did you buy her a drink though? That's it.
No, I never did. Hey, I used to
We
always
in
tell.
the club.
Hey, I used to always tell.
Hey, baby, I'm a troublemaker.
Hey man, look here. I used to always tell girls when I went to the club back in my heyday, I showed up here drunk. So I ain't buying nobody no drunk. Hey, we used to
I ain't
have
gonna
this
lie.
thing.
That's a fact. I definitely used to show up tall.
Yeah. And not only
I used
that,
to
bro,
show up.
we
I
had
used
this
to
thing
show
called
up,
roadside
toe up,
assistance.
bro. Definitely. I used to drink before I got in the club. Them drinks in the club is expensive, bro. We ain't doing that.
That's just a universal leaf. If you're not doing that, I don't know why.
Hey man, and plus, if they really wanted to drink, we had this thing called roadside assistance. We had a bottle in the trunk. You go out there and have
Exactly.
Exactly. That's
That's
why you bring your own alcohol.
Champ already know what I'm talking about.
If you
I
want
left my
to say,
bottle in the car.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I got something to drink outside.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I save plenty of money bringing my own alcohol to the club.
Exactly. I'm from Brooklyn. We used to sneak alcohol in the club, bro. Like for real. Like,
It's Brooklyn.
Oh, my bad, PFP. My apologies, bro.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I got on my.
Oh, y'all need Jesus.
I apologize.
Y'all need
Excuse
help.
me.
sorry about that, Louise.
Sorry about that.
For which one you want? I ain't gonna lie, man. Even though he from Florida and I'm a Florida dude, I was born in Florida. I'm gonna give love to T-Pain because his songs and also the remixes, also the collabs, the features. I got to give that to T-Pain. Some people just don't like it because of that auto tune and stuff. But man, back in the days, back in high school, my favorite track Can't Believe It. Him featuring Wayne. All the other tracks. Buy Me a Drink. Love them tracks from T-Pain. Church. Oh yeah, definitely Church.
But also, I will say this about that era: if you don't like T-Pain because of auto tune, keep that same energy with Kanye. And I said what I said.
Because everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it at the T-Pain.
I said what I said. Kanye fans, bite me.
Did you say that a couple of weeks ago when you were on the pod, bro? I forgot because we did a Kanye Wayne one.
I said Wayne.
Oh yeah, that's right. And last one, and we're gonna wrap up the show for a start bench and cut. Pancakes. I give you a choice.
Actually.
Blueberry, strawberry, banana pancakes.
I don't want to cut any of them.
Should I go first? I want to go first so bad, but
Go ahead.
I could live without banana pancakes. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll go first because this is easy. I'm starting strawberry.
Blueberry and strawberry, bro. Like, yeah, you ain't taking those away.
I'm starting strawberry, benching bananas, and I'm cutting them nasty ass blueberries.
well, shit, bro. Well, I'm cutting
What's wrong with
strawberries.
blueberries, bro?
They are nasty.
Bro,
Okay,
what's your
all
problem,
right,
bro? Like
all right,
blueberries.
Let me start this.
Blueberries are nasty.
Bro, I agree with you. Starting strawberries, benching blueberries, but I'm cutting bananas.
Okay, Harrison starting strawberry, benching blueberries, cutting banana. Why cutting
Yes.
banana? Harrison.
But also leave to your point, blackberries are better than blueberries.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
That is true, but I never had blackberry pancakes. So.
it's just bananas on pancake. It's just like it's not. It doesn't belong on a pancake. To be honest with you, I mean it belongs on cereal. It belongs on cereal. Don't get me wrong. Bananas with cereal, it's pretty tasty, but bananas on pancakes, I don't know. That's not my thing.
Well, you and Broad certainly have a very different
I'm
opinion.
scared now. I made him mad. I'm scared.
No, it's just like, what's next? You guys say bananas don't belong on French toast when bananas foster French toast is a thing.
Never had bananas on French toast.
And no one in their right mind is putting blueberries on French toast.
Never had blueberries on
What
French
about
toast
blueberries on waffles? I put blueberries on them.
No.
I like
Long as you ain't putting prunes on none of this stuff, you all right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Champ, I don't think
I don't know who do that.
I don't think any of us in here.
Whoever does that, I'm gonna just say that if you out there doing that, you ain't living right.
Trey, you want to go?
Yeah, I don't think we got to worry about that.
All right, yeah, I'll go.
The age of 6.
Well, I'm starting strawberries, bitching bananas, and cutting blueberries. I don't like blueberry nothing. I don't like blueberry pancakes. I don't like blueberry waffles. Matter of fact, I don't even like blueberry biscuits. No.
Blueberry biscuits? What the?
That's a Bowberry biscuit from Bojangles, Harrison.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I think that
Aiden, who are you going? Who are you going with?
What are the 3 options?
Strawberry, blueberry, banana. Which one you starting benching and cutting?
All right. Starting blueberry, benching strawberry. Get banana the fuck out of here.
Bro, we was getting rid of the F-bombs because of you, bro. Like, and then you threw that out there, bro. Good job, bro. Now I'm going crazy the rest of the show.
Vile.
And listen, listen, Leaf. I expect more from a grown man. Okay. So,
Nah, no, I'm only just messing around, bro. I'm a model citizen, bro. Which I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, well, that is true. A lot of teenagers do cuss.
My eyes lit up. I was like, "Do I got the green light now?"
No.
No. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Now, Reese, you throw you out that window.
But champ, I tried to undercut though. Like
you did too, Leaf. You did your best.
Hey,
but the problem is y'all two go left. It's like whoa, hold up.
Trey, mind your damn business, bro.
I've been on good behavior for like 3 weeks, man. Relax.
Go ahead, Luis.
Harrison, quick question. Harrison,
I'm scared.
what did you start bench and cut again?
Strawberry, benching
Bench
blueberries,
blueberry.
and cutting bananas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm starting blueberries. I'm benching bananas. I'm cutting strawberries because he still never had the curly fry from Arby's. So
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Curly
We-
fry.
no, we still on that.
Yeah, I'm still on it. What do you mean? I'm still on it. Yeah,
He
yeah,
did call curly fries.
yeah.
Harrison, don't get drawn into this.
I can't wait
Don't-
to get drunk when I'm 21.
Why you gotta wait till you're 21?
Shut
right.
up, man. What is wrong with you, bro?
Yo,
What
come
is
on,
wrong
yo,
with
come
you?
on. Come on.
Please,
Family.
God, I can't wait to go.
Hey,
I
listen,
don't wanna leave, bro.
champ, thank you
All
for
right, we,
trying,
yeah,
man. I
we
appreciate
come
it.
on, man. We all right, come on, man. Let's
All
keep
right,
it
big champ.
cordial.
Center.
What the hell?
You really gotta think of one, bro.
Champ, we don't even eat pancakes no more in our age, no, bro. We gotta
You
watch.
know, we
that.
really don't, bro. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we don't
take,
even do that no
yeah,
more.
it takes a day to digest. Let me just be up. Let me just be
do,
clear,
bro.
What's
Like,
wrong? Y'all
for
don't like
real.
pancakes?
Hold on,
No,
pancakes.
No,
in my
can't
house.
eat 'em.
no,
Hell, it
we
takes a day to
can't eat them
digest.
no more, bro.
Nah,
Like,
pancakes in my household is a
Yeah,
last
it
resort
takes a day
option
for me
if
to
you ain't got
digest
nothing
it.
in the fridge, bro. You ain't got nothing in the fridge or
So
cabinets,
it
bro.
takes a day for me to
That's true.
digest it. So if I'm gonna eat them, I gotta eat them with bananas. So that's easier for me to digest. I can't eat it with strawberries. I can't even eat spicy food like that no more. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
my
I
spicy food
I
days is
can't
about
neither.
over too.
yeah, I
Oh
can't.
no,
No,
I
it's
can't
my
neither.
age. I can't eat spicy
I'm with
food.
y'all,
Yeah.
bro. Spicy food ain't it.
Yeah.
I'm okay. If fair enough.
Yeah, I can't eat
I
spicy food no
watched a
more. So I have
4-year-old
to
eat
start.
a spicy chip, bro. Like, and I dead got mad. I was just like,
Leaf,
Like the one
Leaf, I
one
kid
chip
you not.
challenge.
I be wanting to die whenever I eat hot Cheetos, bro. After that, I'm good.
oh
bro.
man, listen, bro. Listen, my girlfriend. And the other day, I gotta apologize because Louisa had his little niece on it, and my girlfriend was she saw the video. She's like, "Oh, baby, she's cute." I'm like, don't get no ideas. Come on now, like we're not doing this. Don't get no damn ideas. Don't get
Bro,
no
wait a minute.
ideas,
Did
man.
y'all see PSP's face, bro?
Don't get no ideas, man.
Hey, let's just
I had to I had to really tell her off. I was like, bro, I was like, yo,
Okay.
don't get no ideas, man. Like she saw her and her face lit. I ain't gonna lie, Louise. She saw her and she saw your niece and her face lit up. She was like, "Oh my God, look at her!" I'm like, "Yo,
PSP is like, man, I'm gonna need a drink after that.
He said he
I ain't
had.
gonna lie, PSP, you
No.
can pull up one on that, bro." Like,
No,
but
no, I'm crying right now because when he said he had to apologize, I'm over here thinking like somebody said something about my niece. This man goes said, "Don't get no ideas, yo.
don't get no ideas, man.
But
Don't
champ,
do not
I know
get no
Too much.
ideas.
Too
but
much.
champ,
I
out
know
of all
what
the
you thinking.
pancakes, man, which one you started benching and cutting, champ?
I gotta start. I gotta start the bananas. I gotta start the banana pancakes since those are the ones I can actually eat without taking a day. So strawberries, I benched those, and blueberries. It's the texture, bro.
Bye-bye.
It's the texture, and man, let me tell you something, man. At my age, you start eating a lot of blueberries, it ain't gonna add up for you. So I mean, I'm just being.
Okay, I got a question.
Oh, not they're
Like,
loaded with antioxidants, champ.
I know, but it's also a lot of fiber in there too. If you get
I got
what
a
I'm trying to
question.
say.
It's like, oh, no.
Hold up. Wait, why don't you guys? Do you guys have like strawberries and blueberries together or no?
No, I can't.
Nope.
Do you think I want to die? What?
No, it's not.
Bro,
that.
I had
Like
that
said,
before. I
it
had
takes a
strawberries
day.
and blueberries together. It was tasty,
Like I keep
man.
saying, man, it takes a day for me to digest that stuff. Read between the lines. So yeah, you can't be. I'm not finna sit around here and eat strawberry pancakes all day. I'm not 27 anymore. Back about 7 years ago, yeah, I go to IHOP to get me about two stacks of them things. But you know,
With the
nowadays,
Never had
strawberry
IHOP, bro.
They're
Yeah.
good. Back in them
With the
days, they were
strawberry
good.
syrup, right, champ?
yeah, with the strawberry syrup.
Strawberry
Who said they had
syrup?
IHOP before?
Ugh.
No,
I
IHOP
can't-
was good.
I
No,
can't.
somebody
No,
said they had IHOP.
No, it's not.
I can't stay focused. Leaf, you crazy, bro.
Bro, All I'm gonna say is,
bro, it was my girlfriend, bro. Like she gonna
come
see
on,
the
leave.
picture.
all I'm gonna say is IHOP.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to have no crazy weird faces again, man. Because when you told me that, I'm no,
Yo, listen, you know what? Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about, bro. When y'all got listen, a lady around, bro, and she
My fault.
get that fever, bro. Like you, like nope, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
It ain't happening, coach.
Okay,
Champ know what I'm talking
Alright,
about.
we
Champ
good,
got an
man.
idea
We
what I'm
good.
talking about.
I
We
know,
good,
but
dog. We
PSP,
good.
you go ahead, bro. Leave enough, dude. You're killing me right now.
what? Oh, start my start bench and cut.
Yeah.
Start blueberries, bench banana, cut strawberries.
Okay.
I'm
It don't
What
take-
is wrong with?
And I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like strawberry. I do not like strawberry. I do not like strawberry pancakes. I'm sorry. I tried them at IHOP one time when I was a kid, 14, 15 at the time. They didn't taste good. I like blueberry pancakes. My stepfather, during our time, he taught me how to cook pancakes. So I love cooking pancakes, especially with the blueberries and the banana ones. Those are like the best ones that he would make. He would cook. Back in them days, man, he can cook. He taught me how to cook a lot of meals. He taught me how to cook fish, fried chicken, a lot of other good food back in the day. So my stepfather actually got me into trying different things because before my stepfather, we would eat the same meal
Mhm.
over and over again: eggs and cereal, whether
I'm not-
CTC,
I'm
Captain
not gonna
Crunch,
lie.
or Fruity Pebbles.
I'm not gonna lie. This start bench and cut for the pancakes was really a pain.
Wait. I'm
Pancakes, get it?
gonna do mine's blueberry and my best and my best day and my pancake eating days. It was blueberry off the rip, bro. Like strawberry the second because I bet I was friends with strawberry and definitely wasn't a banana fan at all, bro. Like at all. Like that's dead last.
But Broad and Chip interested me with the blueberries. I'm actually shocked that they don't like blueberries, but I understand to their point, the texture point.
Yeah.
And also, is it because of the taste? Like the second you taste it, it's like
It's the
now I
texture
spit it out.
and the texture, and like I said, I gotta sit down. I'm gonna be stationary for a day if I eat them blueberry pancakes. I'm just like I said,
every
Rick,
time I get a fruit salad, I pick around the blueberries. Like I'd rather eat the honeydew, I'd rather eat the cantaloupe, the strawberry, the orange, the watermelon, before I even touch some blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, if
Yeah,
y'all have
I agree.
blueberry pancakes with Champ, if you want some pancakes with a side of bacon on the side, either my mom, my brother, they can hook you up a good meal. Pancakes with bacon, gotta get yourself a little stack of butter, some maple syrup.
I was about to say, you need that butter on pancakes. If you're eating just syrup, I do not trust you.
No, you gotta have butter with
I go
pancakes,
crazy
bro.
with the butter,
That'd
bro.
be what kind of person does not have butter with their pancakes?
Why would you put margarine on pancakes? That's just un-American.
Bro, I go crazy with butter, bro.
So do I. I put enough butter
love
to
butter.
pretty much have
You
a
see,
heart
but
attack.
you can't have just any pancake stuff. If the pancakes don't got the crispy edges, I don't want it. Hold it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
One last one before we wrap up the show. Do y'all add whipped cream to your pancakes?
You're damn right. Even though
No.
I'm lactose
I'll
intolerant,
say depends on the day.
No.
French toast.
I definitely do not. I know.
And I do not add powdered sugar either, so don't even ask
I
me
don't
that.
add powdered
go
sugar
big or
neither.
go home, man. Go big.
I mean,
or go
on
home.
French toast, but not necessarily pancakes. PSG. Like I said, I'm trying to watch everything that I'm eating at a certain point because
I
hey,
hate French
you can't
toast.
move around. You can't move around when you eat certain stuff at my age.
I hate French toast. It's too sweet.
What?
Wait
You don't have a
a minute. Wait, no.
That's really-
No. You get on
Uh-oh.
me, Broad, for liking tuna. Now all of a sudden
It
you
is
don't like French
too
toast?
Sweet. It is too sweet.
There are ways
There's a
you could.
difference between
You don't have a sweet tooth?
ass tuna out of a can and not like in a bread that is doused in sugar and then adding more sugar on top of it.
There are
Do
other
you have
ways
sweet
you can.
tooth?
There are other ways you can make French toast healthier. You don't have to add so much sugar in it.
You
My
can put
mom
bananas
does.
in it.
Bro, do you have a sweet tooth? Be honest.
I do not have a sweet. When I was like 8, now not so much. I'd rather eat salty foods than sweet.
That's
I bet-
unfortunate.
I bet you right now, if you gave Broad a choice between a bag of Starburst or some Lay's potato chips, he'll pick the Lay's potato chips.
He said a bag of Starburst or some fake. Bro, come on. Oh,
Broad is trying not to laugh right now.
you out of bounds for that. Come on, man.
Broad, is it because you don't like sugar, or you don't like sweets stuff anymore?
Oh, you had a bad experience.
A bag of Starburst.
No.
I just grew out of my sweet tooth.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That wasn't really sweet of you, man.
But honestly,
Anyway,
I
Come
prefer
on, man.
I'm grown now. I don't do that no more.
I prefer sweet food, man.
No,
I
Listen,
don't-
hey, man, listen. Shout out to everybody that's eating.
This is also
healthy,
another thing.
Like, 'cause
Would I
eat
rather
stuff.
have diabetes or would I rather have high blood pressure? I'd rather have high blood pressure.
I'd rather have both.
That's why I prefer.
Nah,
sweet.
What in the
diabetes,
world's
bro.
wrong with
Like
you,
that's hard.
Luis?
That's hard to get rid of, man. My girlfriend.
That's what
she
I'm
got
saying.
a-
I'd rather have high
She
blood
got
pressure.
Mom
a,
got
she
it.
got a sweet tooth. My
But-
lady friend. She had it a little bit, man. She just dropped 40-something pounds. So
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
But I will say this though: if y'all love yourself some sweet food, and Leaf can attest to this, Cinnabon.
No,
oh god.
that is walking
Oh
diabetes.
man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It is, but listen.
PSP,
But hold on.
PSP.
I will say this: when you got it, bro. When you in the mall, and you
Yep.
you get that smell, and your nose start doing that one of those.
I would
That-
rather get an anti-espresso.
Like
Yo,
a
what
little
is that?
basset, like a basset hound. Just,
I'm not
It's
gonna
like,
lie. Your nose is gonna lead you right to where it is, bro.
It's like
You gonna
Owen
walk-
from
you gonna
Total
walk
Drama
right
when he
past
smells
You
food.
gonna walk right past them chocolate chip cookies, bro. Like you gonna smell us. You gonna be like, the hell with them chocolate chip cookies. I want that other smell.
No, I want that anti-espresso.
hey,
more.
true story. About 2 weeks ago, right? I had just got through doing. We had just got through doing the 2 mile with some of my veteran buddies. One of them decided to be a good idea to go to the ball. We know we went in there and bought about 12 of them bugs. On that ball, we went in there.
12?
No, it was like 6 of us. So two pieces.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Also,
Hey,
another thing,
Oh.
Dave, I'm hitting that Cold Stone Creamery before I hit that Cinnabon.
oh yeah, you gotta hit the Cold Stone
Stone Creamery. I
I've
ain't
never
gonna
had
lie.
Cold Stone.
I
Believe it or
went
not.
to one. Oh man, yo, they got one
You
all
missing
the
out.
way.
Cold Stone? Oh, you missing out.
They have one all the way in the Sheepshead Bay area in Brooklyn, bro. I tell you, that is very addictive, bro. It is a
Like if
drug.
I'm being honest, really, like yeah, I eat some snack cake still, but like really the only like sweet thing I kind of like now is just ice cream.
Stone
Really?
Cold Creamery. Stone Cold Creamery need to be banned. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They
Hey, quick
are
question
like,
to all of y'all up north. I gotta ask y'all this.
what's up?
Starting with 2 PSP, what's the mall to go to up there in Jersey?
I live in South Orange, New Jersey. They're probably gonna remove the Livingston Mall. This is the one that I usually go out and shop because in Essex County, they're like creating so many apartment complexes. I'm afraid they're gonna turn that mall into an apartment complex. But there's some good ones. Woodbridge Mall, the Elizabeth Mall in New Jersey, but it gets packed though. By the time you get there, all hell breaks loose.
Right,
I don't like.
They don't stand a chance with the King of Prussia Mall. King of Prussia
Yeah.
Mall is the second biggest mall in the country.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
just
my house.
I'm not talking about just population, bro. I'm just talking about people. People in Elizabeth.
That's what I'm saying. Like King of
Yeah.
Prussia is huge. It is like I said, it is the second. It is owned by Simon, which is like if you don't know what Simon is, they own a shit ton of malls around the country. It is the second biggest mall in the country, only behind Mall of America.
No, I'm talking about people who are like crazy mentally.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I mean, Livingston Mall is the one I go to. That's where my
Okay.
mom and I go to. We get the Cinnabons, stuff like that all the time. So
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times I've gone to the KOP Mall on Black Friday, not even to shop, I have gone just to watch the fights.
Yeah.
Sound like Peter Griffin.
I'll be sitting in the food court. I'm like, is it gonna come? Where are they gonna fight?
Sound a little more like the SpongeBob
Or
laugh.
are they gonna fight at that villa?
No.
They're gonna fight at
Yeah.
the villa, the upscale Foot Locker, or they're gonna fight at the actual Foot Locker?
It was actually Peter.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man. I ain't been in no mall. Well, down here it's the mall, but we call it the small compared to
I'll
Pat,
s-
some of the mall. Yeah, the small.
I'll
But,
say,
Is it a mall?
I'll say
Hold on.
for
Is
I,
it a
I'm
mall or a
from
shopping center?
it's a mall, but we call it the small.
I'm from I'm from I'm
But
from
it's very small.
I'm from Connecticut, so you got the Connecticut Post Mall, which is the mall in Connecticut, which is the mall in Connecticut. But if you want to travel a little bit, you can go to Providence Place Mall, which is the biggest mall in New England.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just writing this down so that way when I start traveling this year, after I later on
Wait,
in
hold
the
up,
year, I can start
Louise,
going.
you in Boston?
I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, you in Connecticut?
But there's a
Okay.
good
Yeah.
mall.
Yeah, I'm from New Haven.
But champ, there's a good mall. I don't know if Trent told you about this, but it's around MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I forgot the name of it.
Mall is huge.
Yeah, that mall is huge. They got a lot of great stuff though.
That's why it is a pain in the ass to find any parking whatsoever.
I went to this
You've been
mall.
to that exact mall, bro? In
Well,
East
no,
Rutherford?
because when I went to the Eagles Giants game, we drove up. I stayed with my boys from 302 Birds in Delaware for some reason. Well, I stayed in Delaware with them. Then we got up at 5 a.m. to drive there. And let's just say, when you're driving up there, it is the most confusing thing on planet Earth because there's 8 different exits to get to MetLife. Well, just to get in that area. Yet only one of them is for the actual stadium, and the other 7 are directly for the mall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? You know the crazy thing about it? Because we always, when I'm from North Carolina, so basically we go to like the car parking lot, and then we have to pay our ticket to go to a train station. I was
That's
like, man,
crazy.
I know. I was like, there's like no parking lot at Bank of America. I was like, Jesus.
Wait, Leaf, you live in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn.
Oh, I be in the Bronx often. I got pizza in the Bronx.
Nah, BX. I usually be in there. Depending on
the game is
depending on how my money is, I usually be in BX from like
Wait, what, bro?
2 a.m. to like 7 a.m. in the morning. I deliver newspapers during that time.
Y'all still got the papers up there?
Train to the game is better.
New
Anyway.
York
they
is
still
so
get
old
it.
school, bro.
Dude, what?
It's
Sorry?
the New York Post, the New York Times. They
You still got taxis everywhere too, man.
They still got
They do.
taxis everywhere, man. They got rats running in and out of your trash cans and all of that, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's
Hey,
like I
Hey,
didn't.
Leaf,
Not to
I
mention
swear,
those rats
bro.
the size of cats.
Leaf, I swear, bro. So I took a Flix bus all the way to New York. And
Oh.
I arrived
Oh.
at MSG. I arrived at
I have
MSG
no clue,
at
dude.
like, bro. No, Flix bus is fine. But I arrived in MSG at like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, bro. So I went across the street. I went to the bodega. I got myself like 3 slices, and I swear, bro, outside of MSG, I saw 2 rats slap boxing each other, bro. It was the funniest.
You know what, bro? that is likely to happen. I seen a rat shooting a fade, bro, with a pigeon, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. He was running a 1v1 with a pigeon, bro. Like, I'm like right out front of the train station.
Leaf, when
Hey,
my
bro,
my thing
hey,
with
no,
New York.
hold on, wait, hold on, because I remember,
Slap boxer.
I remember this other time I was in New York. I was waiting for the Peter Pan bus because I was going back home. I was going back home, and I'm like, bro, what's kicking me in my leg, bro? I said, bro, what's bothering me? And it's a pigeon going like on my foot, bro.
Hey, time out. I gotta ask y'all this, man. I have to ask somebody this because I kept hearing this in Jay-Z's raps. What the heck is a Peter Pan bus? What is that?
Peter Pan is
Peter Pan is think of it like a Greyhound. A Peter Pan bus is a lot. It's probably a lot cheaper than Greyhound too, because Greyhound be charging
cheaper than Greyhound.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, but Peter Pan, it don't do what Greyhound do. Like Peter Pan, like it'll take you from Rhode Island or Massachusetts, Connecticut.
Exactly. They take you in the northeast area.
Yeah,
Okay, now I get it. When he said I was on the Peter Pan bus, you was putting Peter Pan in your room. I understand.
Leaf, I swear, bro, I literally came out the bodega, had my 3 slices of pizza, bro, because I was starving. And then I just see rats like they like flipping and everything, bro, like on each
I
other.
ain't
and
gonna
everything.
lie,
Yeah,
bro. Listen,
that is why I will stick with the mosquitoes down south before I go up north and deal with the
yeah,
God
yeah,
damn, it's,
definitely. That
Champ,
that
hold
is a
on.
fact.
It's
I ain't gonna lie.
entertainment.
Listen,
It's entertainment,
No,
though.
this
It'd
is
be funny.
hilarious.
my lady friend, she live in Texas, bro. I went down there. I ain't want to leave, bro. There's so much land. The only thing you can smell is cow manure, and cause
Yeah.
she lives out in Snyder, Texas. That's a little bit further out from Lubbock. Lubbock is a little bit
Oh
further
yeah,
out from New
yeah,
Mexico.
yeah. Oh yeah,
All right,
yeah.
bro. I guess the last
No,
word
what I
because
was
we gotta
trying to
wrap it
say
up.
is, bro, when my boys were at Temple, they had a house right off of Cecil B. Moore. We were coming home for the bar. We stopped at the Poppy store, grabbed stuff for after the bar, right? So they have all their trash outside. Like how the streets are set up in Philly is there's not necessarily a designated area to put your trash can. So you just put it right next to pretty much your stairwell because it's like the stairwell up to the townhouse.
Oh man.
I kid you not. I was sitting there drunk as hell, drinking on the porch. I look over to my right. I see a rat mixing with a possum, and the rat is the same size as the possum.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, they got some Debo looking rats out here, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like they've been hitting the gym, bro. Like for real. Like,
You talking
they
about
need to wake up.
You can't believe it. Like, yeah,
They got some Debo looking rats out here, bro. Like I ain't gonna
Bro,
lie.
nah,
those
PSP,
rats- those
PSP,
rats
the
up
rats
here-
in NYC, they gonna bench press you, bro. I swear to God.
I
real,
know,
bro.
I
Them rats
I
up
know,
here,
They
I
bench press
know that.
350, bro, minimum.
Guys, I know that. I've taken NJ Transit to Penn Station all the time. Them rats is
Them
you're
rats
not
is swole.
exaggerating.
Them rats
They
is
as tall as
powered up, bro.
Aiden.
Like,
They as tall as Aiden, bro.
they are powered up, bro. You do it, bro. Listen, champ, bro. Listen, I know back in your day, bro. You was the boxer, bro. Like think of them, bro. Like these
Roy
is
did.
heavyweights, bro. Like trust me, you ain't seeing them, bro. No fade, bro. Like they yeah, and they look. And they dare you to do something, bro. They
Hey,
like,
Leaf,
man,
bro,
that's my
yeah.
spot, bro.
Leaf, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
these construction workers. The drain was clogged, right? So you know how construction workers in NYC, you got to take the whole thing out, and then when they pull the whole thing out, I'm over here like, bro, is that a cat? Nah, bro, it's a 4-foot rat, bro. It's the
That's
big
what we
ass.
call. I mean,
4-foot
I don't know
rat.
if y'all call them that. That's why we call them down south. We call them them New York super rats.
Oh yeah, hey, bro. Super rats ain't a thing, bro.
We
They're
call
like
them
they.
New York super rats.
That's an understatement, bro. Like these, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like these rats they on Debo timing, bro. Like
Hey,
they
Leaf,
is.
you know what they don't know about the bodega cats, bro. They everywhere too, bro.
Yeah, the bodega cats, bro. Like they hold it down because they got to fend off the rats at night. You know what I'm saying? So some powered up rats
It's
come in
a
the store, bro.
heavyweight fight. It's a heavyweight
Yeah.
fight.
Because
All right,
the thing is
I can't
about the
take this no more. My face is about
bodegas,
to.
bro, they got the cheese out front. So the rats gonna come through. They gonna like, yo, you know why we here, bro? You know why we here. So give it up, bro. Like give it up smooth, bro. Ain't nobody gonna get hurt.
All right. That's enough. I can't take this. I can't take this.
Hold
I
up,
can't
hold up.
take
Did
this.
you just say give it up smooth? What?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
said, you know why we here? Just hand it over.
Yo, just hand it over, bro.
That's enough. I can't.
That's all it is, bro.
And on that
they got Master Splinter
And
on
that's
steroids,
enough,
bro.
Leaf.
For
That's
real.
enough. That's enough, Leaf. I can't take this no
The
more.
rat
man.
king. The rat king.
Yes.
My God, my God, I
You see
need
my
another
eyes,
drink after
man.
this. I need another drink. And on that note, that concludes the end of the Sports PSP podcast. I
Jesus.
appreciate the panel, the hysterical comedy hours on the show. Fellas, any final words? Let them know where to follow you.
Final words for me. It's YouTube, youtube.com/Leaf4788. The page is growing as we speak. I just got some subs. I actually did the stream to my audience. I hope you didn't mind, PSP. But I actually streamed this episode to my audience. Shout out to the 130. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the page, all 130 y'all. I do color commentary on the Nets games. I'm gonna try to do some more commentary. Yo, funny thing. Louise, my girlfriend just texted me. She said, "Oh, are you on the podcast? Are you on the podcast again? Is the cute little baby there?" I'm like, "Oh my god, man." Like,
Unfortunately, she had to go back home.
yo, listen, bro. Like she sees the
Leaf, that's
baby.
enough, bro. Leaf, stop.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna keep it PT when I say this, bro. Like she sees like the
Oh
cutest.
my
She goes back and sees the little
God.
cutest baby, and she goes, "Hey, oh my gosh!" I'm like, "Yo, listen, it ain't happening right now."
Bro,
all right?
you know what? You know what's crazy?
Bro.
What's crazy? My older sister.
Hey, Lee,
when I went
I'm
to
not
go.
laughing at what you saying. Every time I can't help it, because you know I be Joseph. You know down south we be
Bro.
Joseph.
Bro,
Every time you say something, I look straight up there at my screen to my left, your right, and look to see what PSP face gonna look like.
Yeah,
Hey, you
that's
know
what
what's
it look
crazy?
like. Nah,
And
because
his-
you can't help it
And
and get
his
a
face
reaction
gonna tell
from
on
it
him every
because
single time, bro.
she is literally. I'm telling you, listen, this woman. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, the woman. Listen, she's a very nice lady, sweetheart, man, but she could get baby fever dumb quick, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm like, yo, bro,
Wait a minute, man.
it ain't going down like that, man. Like we got.
What's crazy when I showed her after the pod, I went to my older sister, spend more time with my niece, and she's like, "Hey, what did your friends think of Aliani, which is my niece's name?" And I was like, nah, I mean, it didn't do too much. They waved, they said hi. I'm definitely gonna tell her this though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This in full emotion, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro, because my girlfriend, she just started watching the streams. That like, yeah, keep her off the stream, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm going through it over here, bro. Like she hit me up talking about, oh look what I seen in the store. Oh my god, wouldn't this be cute for the baby? I'm like, yo,
Hey, I'll add on to it more to make your life live in hell.
yo,
This
bro.
year.
Oh my, yo. I'm telling you, yo, bro. She's gonna go crazy. She gonna go crazy. She gonna go crazy. I'm telling you, bro. Like, yeah. That baby, I ain't gonna lie. She's
Champ, you all right, bud?
She gonna be like, oh my god, look at those. She's adorable.
Hey, Leaf, hold on, wait, Leaf. You know what's crazy, bro? My girlfriend says the exact same shit, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, bro. Listen, then you know what? So, bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
I know
But
what you mean.
Yeah, I
dog.
agree. Why?
Exactly. You gotta keep. Listen, you gotta keep certain women. You got to keep certain women away from that, bro, because they get ideas. And ideas
PSP,
are very bad things.
Hold on, PSP, before you end the pod, Leaf, it's crazy because my girlfriend, she's in Mexico right now. She visiting family down there, whatever, and they ain't got no service down there, whatever. But when she finally gets service, she FaceTimes me. She goes, "I don't want to see you. Show me the child." I said, "Oh, yo."
Oh my God, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you show me the child. I'm like. But she's saying show you the child. She's saying show you the child. Like that's her and your baby, bro. Like no, that's my niece. What are you doing?
Louis,
that's not our baby.
No, you don't.
Oh my God.
Louis,
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all don't understand. Y'all listen.
When did my podcast
Only y'all
became
gonna
comedy
understand,
hour?
bro. Listen, when y'all get a lady friend.
When did my podcast became Def Comedy Jam?
Champ, you already know where this is going, bro. Like,
leave me out of this. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm over here like I'm just trying to lay.
Man,
wait, Louise.
I'm about to call her right now, bro. Like, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
That's my niece. It's my niece.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
She keep texting me, bro. Oh man, she gonna watch this video, bro. Louise, bro. I told you, bro. Listen.
I don't know if I'm gonna clip this.
Don't do it no more. Do not.
Hey,
Please don't. Nope. Hey, hold up, wait. PSP, bro. I never asked you for anything, but I'm begging you. Do not clip this, bro.
No, I'm not clipping this. YouTube's gonna get after me. No.
I love how we try to bring Champ into it.
Furthermore,
Champ,
I
you
can't
know what I
take it
mean,
anymore. My face. Furthermore, I can't take it anymore. People recognize my face.
The only reason why I said Champ is Champ is old enough to know.
Leave me out of this.
The minute they start mentioning that, I get them up out of there. So yeah.
Anybody got final words?
Duke on top. We're gonna win the Natty this year.
You're not winning the Natty. Duke sucks.
Hell no, it sucks.
All right.
No won 2 Natties more recently than y'all.
Harrison, tell them where to follow you at, man.
UConn on top.
Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok. It's right there. And yeah, let's go, Duke.
All right, Broad.
And you know, we just here, we chilling.
What we do Friday night. Ain't nothing better than doing a pod on a Friday night. Appreciate you taking the time, man, for hopping on, man. Aiden. Again, man, sorry for your Ravens. I do think go ahead, man. Go ahead, Aiden. You got the final floor, man. What do you guys say?
Sorry, it's lagging. My internet's not doing
Oh,
anything
okay,
good
okay.
right now.
Shout out your socials, man.
Instagram Instagram Aiden_Coleman. TikTok Aiden Coleman. Twitter I think it's Aiden_Coleman too. Yeah, that's mostly all the shit that I name out.
All right. That's all good. Luis, tell them where to follow you at, man.
Hell of an episode, PSP. Honored, thank you, appreciate it. Cartoon TikTok, Lewis Knows Tunes. Champ and I, we had a solid 20-minute conversation after his stream. He helped me out a lot, getting some ideas, get me back on the groove for the cartoon page. So shout out Champ, you to go. Sports page, Super Mighty Mouse Lou. Expect a Heat and Wizards game recap, literally after I get off from here. So expect that because the Heat won tonight. So expect a positive video.
Luis,
Go ahead. What's up?
are you gonna talk about Rock vs. Roman happening at Mania?
I ain't talking about that bum. I'm talking about my Via. Ain't nobody gonna talk about my Via.
Because Rose ain't challenging him.
Man, I that's a whole topic. We ain't got enough time for that. But follow me here. Thank you, PSP. It was a pleasure to glaze Tyreek Hill another week, and I can't wait to do it next week.
Yes, we'll definitely come up with some more start benches and cuts. Sorry I couldn't get a WWE one, but I will try to get one next week.
It happens.
And of course, last but not least, Undisputed World Champ. His face is almost like mine. Tell him where to follow you at, my man.
Undisputed Champ at Undisputed World Champ at TikTok. Undisputed Goat on. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. This was the funniest pod I have been on ever. This was like I think them last 30 minutes was like comedy hour. That was the funniest thing ever, bro. In your face, the minute somebody say something funny,
it's the mascot. It's the mascot, you know.
Yeah. So
listen, I hear a lot of crazy shit in my life. Whenever someone says some crazy, ridiculous ass shit, pardon me for my language, I look like
very good.
When we go off the air, I'm going to compare your face. I'm not going to say it on the air, but
I know who you're going to compare.
Yeah.
And of course, y'all know where to follow me at, folks. Your boy Sports PSP. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, already at 1.3 thousand. Continue going. The podcast keeps growing and going. Appreciate the panel for hopping on. And y'all know where to find me at TikTok, Sports PSP3. I'll definitely come up with some clips regarding the start benches and cuts and some more of the content. And I'm going to read one last comment. And of course, this is from Brandon, the laughing emoji. He's just laughing at the face from earlier. But as always, folks, appreciate the panel for hopping on. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. And we is out. Peace.
Happy Black History Month.